Let's record for ourselves as well, and now we can kick off.
So we've got a few minutes. We're waiting for night 2 to start.
We are.
So should we have a little talk about night 1?
What did you think of it? I think people who follow our Instagram stories will know how I felt about the start.
Someone was certainly very emotional with the first match. Yeah.
You might say I'm a Drew Mark, but
I mean, looking back at our predictions, I did call it. I wanted Bobby to try to take it in, and he took the win. It's a very, very strange match, like in terms of how they went with it. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I think they were trying to make Drew look strong in defeat, but I don't know.
It just didn't work for me. I think the thing that pissed me off the most was the MVP distraction, a bit of it. It just made him look stupid, if anything. Do you know what I mean? I'm blind. What did I say?
It's P.S. Newton. Sad times not winning.
Sorry, Newton.
Indeed. Well, I'm sure there'll be more competitions in the future, to be fair.
I will. And I'll be skint. But yeah, good luck for the next one. But yeah, like the thing that bothered me about the whole Drew thing was like the match itself was fine. Big manly men slapping me. That doesn't sound right. It's pretty much characterises the match. But yeah, the MVP distraction that just basically was just like, what? Like you said before, like maybe he's just not used to having a crowd noises.
Drew doesn't like loud noises.
the silent Scottish silent warrior. But yeah, so that annoyed me. And then I think we were saying before, almost like he tried to go for like a Bret Hart Stone Cold thing, wasn't it? Like a double. Well, it wasn't like a double turn thing. It was just like the keep him strong by not having him tap out. But
even looking at the finish, like, because I was really expecting some sort of screwy finish with what happened with the hair business, and it just makes I'm like, what? Why did we break up the hair business?
Yeah, we just didn't need to do any of that.
I don't know. It's probably pay-per-views who got me that way. Like I'm expecting shenanigans, and no shenanigans happen.
No shenanigans. Yeah. So that was the first thing that.
Do you have a particular match of night 1 that stood out to you? That was your quality match of the night.
I mean, it's got to be Cesaro Seth.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Obviously, the main event.
I'm not calling it a match of the night, but I was pleasantly surprised with Braun and Shane. You know. Yeah, I was quite prepared to hate that match.
Same. I think we probably both underestimated it. We just thought it was just going to be because if you look at the build, what was it? Shane, what was it? He had some instead of Brain versus Braun, it was Shane versus Braun or something. Like that's what the whole build-up's been, hasn't it? But there's some creative bits in there. Shane McMahon, wanting to kill himself, as he does every time he gets in the ring.
And he's, you know what? I said this to you before we went live, but I'm not knocking the spots because it was still a dangerous spot, and he's willing to put his body on the line like that. But like some of the shit he's done over the years, it didn't feel as impactful almost. I mean, as I say, you still have to hit it right, and it's still a dangerous thing to do. But
yeah,
the shit he's jumped off over the years.
It was like if anything, it had less of a landing there for him, wasn't it? It wasn't cushioned by an airbag hidden underneath an announce table, for example. But
yeah, I think you pointed that out. It was just a straight shot to the mat. It's probably one of the tougher ones he's done, literally, but doesn't look as scary, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose. I would think about it. One of the first big things he did was off the top of that massive scaffolding, wasn't it, against the Big Show or something? Yeah. Steve Blackman hit him with a kendo stick and he fell off.
The one that always sticks with me is Kurt Angle.
Jesus.
Keep going till you break the glass, man.
In emergency, break glass. But so I definitely was pleasantly surprised by that as well. But yeah, Seth Cesaro was great. The main event, the women's match, was awesome as well, to be fair.
Yeah. And like you say, I didn't even pick up on it the first time. That lash she took from her braid.
Brutal.
Yeah. Brutal. Had some sick in the sound to it as well.
Yeah.
What's in that braid?
What's in the braid? I'd love, do you remember Eddie Guerrero in China back in the day? It used to be like the flowers, and there's like a lead pipe hidden in them. It's like, she got hidden in her braid. Yeah, that was definitely. It was a good first night. I was just fuming. I was also, like I said to you, I was fuming after night 1. I said, fuck this. It's already been delayed. I'm going to bed. If I would have stayed up for match 2, I also would have been fuming the fact that the Riot Squad didn't end up getting that win either. So
that seemed like, I don't know why they don't want to go like give that push to the Riot Squad. Like, they've been a well-established tag team for. I know like they've broken up for like a week or 2. But they've been a well-established tag team for a long time, and it just seemed like an obvious choice.
yeah, we've just been hot and cold with them like for ages. Like ever since they broke Liv away from it and Ruby away from it, and then they put them back together, they just haven't had any idea what to do really. I think. Right, so we have to restart my phone because it had a minute that we tried to go live. Yeah, I will stick the winner on our Instagram stories. Well, nice, congratulations. Funny need to edit the recording really. It makes great watching on a live stream. Carl plays on his phone.
I mean, while you're doing that, I think it's only fair that we acknowledge the fantastic win there from Jey Uso becoming the Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner. That's definitely super important. It's going to be a massive push for his career, as it always is.
As it always is. Yeah. You know, even more so this time with it being on SmackDown.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
If that doesn't cement how much of a push it would have been.
Yeah, I must admit, I was surprised it was him because he's been getting such a prominence in SmackDown for so long. That's I think I mentioned it to you. Like they usually give it to someone who's sort of going to be getting a push, and they want to give a bit of attention to them.
I feel like they just make it up as they go along these days. To be perfectly honest,
Possibly. Yeah, you getting some editing on the go there?
Oh yeah.
Apparently we're opening tonight with Randy and Fiend.
Apparently so.
It's a strange opener.
I'm actually really shocked by that.
And it's a straight up match still, by all accounts. Not going to be a cinematic.
I thought, I know, like, surely, you know what I mean? What's that?
Streams behind yours. What are you watching it on? WWE Network.
Yeah, just on the network. How far behind are you? I've found in the past, because we had this the last time we did a live stream, Anthony was watching it.
Because we were separate.
I was watching it, man, and I was ahead slightly, and it was just a nightmare because I was reacting to stuff. And then it would have been the Rumble as well, people got eliminated. And then my stream cut out, and I had the reverse, and I hated it because you were about 10 seconds ahead of me. I was fuming.
But it's been a bit jumpy tonight, though, isn't it, to be fair?
Edge comes back. Here he is. He has his opportunity. Everyone's ready. Spear versus spear.
We're never going to get Peacocks over here. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether you're in America or whether you're over here, but we're just on WWE Network, obviously in the UK.
Daniel Bryan tonight. 3 incredible superstars, all believe it's their destiny to walk out of here champion. You have 3 superstars with
a few seconds.
records.
That's not too much.
I go with Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns at the table.
We'll just really mess with you if you stick with this, you know, stream.
Throw some random shouts out there.
There's 4 Fiends? What? You know,
I'm still adamant we're gonna get a Bray Wyatt interruption somewhere. It's happening, man.
How can Bray Wyatt interrupt Bray Wyatt, Anthony?
No, Bray Wyatt's gonna interrupt the Fiend, Carl.
What do you guys think? Anyone who's watching this, is it a different person underneath this new Fiend, or is it the same?
I'm on this conspiracy. I'm part of this. Like,
I'm happy to be wrong. The case. I can't see them doing it. To be fair.
Well, where are they going with the Fiend after Randy?
Just think they know.
There is that.
They didn't make this shit up. Right, my phone's going down. We are shared. The winner has been chosen.
So your team, Carl, still Bray.
See, this person knows. I'm never wrong.
I don't know. It's the mask that's getting me. It just doesn't look as it's fitted. It looks like they're trying to hide his features more.
He doesn't look as fit.
Fitted.
Oh, okay. That was just me. Projected onto.
I don't know.
Well, there were rumours that Bo Dallas was in attendance yesterday.
I must admit, I didn't think Bo Dallas when I thought it wasn't him. But I don't like. I didn't actually think it. Nice.
Off we go. I'm blind.
You really need glasses? He said, I believe it's someone else that was Newton.
Wait. Wonder if I can zoom in even more.
Right, yeah, we're just going to zoom in.
Wrestlemania goes
needs
country.
glasses but doesn't want to admit
Quite a
it.
tune.
Could you read that?
Probably not, you know.
Is that readable? Is that legible?
I have to squint. I've got my glasses there, but you know.
But yeah, I don't know if they're going to live up to last year as well. I really enjoyed Cena Fiend.
Oh,
That was a really good cinematic.
I am surprised it isn't cinematic though.
It seemed
Makes
like
sense.
you think it'd be one for them to do, like especially given the. I mean, you can't really last minute. I was going to say especially given the weather issues, but there's no way they saw that coming. So are the Viking Raiders there? Aren't they still out?
I said last night, so what? But this is a different person who sang it to last night.
Yeah,
So they're
they
just
had
using the images from last
was
night.
it Baby Rexha last night?
Yeah.
They pronounced it right from hip and down with the kids.
How did it, they could only come out on the stage once last night. They're
Maybe.
not there now.
I don't know why I'm pointing out the Viking Raiders. I'm pretty sure Nikki Cross stood there as well, so it's not like
She is. She posted something today saying that she got all emotional.
it's a WrestleMania moment. So is that flag going to bug you all night?
A little bit.
Sorry, the sails.
Yes.
Sails.
Why haven't you fixed the sails? So, obviously there's thunderstorms, as you will know, from night one. So they've had a whole day, Anthony, to fix it. And
Yeah, well, they didn't know what storm.
Like, do you think they're the same fucking planes from last night too?
Right, maybe. It's dark in it, so maybe it's still last night. Yeah.
What's this thing they've been doing now as well? These like comedy videos. Like they did it with remember Baron Corbin and
Oh yeah, the biker thing.
yeah. They did that thing was like the match nobody wants to see. that thing.
Oh, I've not seen that.
I don't remember. No, it was from like a SmackDown a few weeks ago.
Oh, right.
It was like Corbin versus someone, and they did this like a joke promo for it, going the match you didn't want to see from the people you don't care about. Was that a joke?
I like it. I like that meta humor. That's pretty good.
Like, I feel like they do it in this now as well. It's like little jokes and puns and stuff.
Yeah, new women's champ.
Yeah.
Do you want to see the same again tonight?
I mean, we've got to have them recap.
I'm expecting it. I am
It's
expecting
stale, isn't it now? She's super stale.
For only the second time. Witness a high seas, high stakes.
I think we caught the back end of the bump, didn't we?
Yeah, I think
Oh, we watched it
we
all.
went back to Night 1 of Mania. Why did we miss anything? That's where we find out something completely, monumental has happened.
Yeah. Well, the night's not open the way we thought it was.
Yes. And you're telling me that's the best copy we've got? If you don't mind, mate, I want to give this.
Okay, the history of history was a new one of last year's intro promo.
Mm.
The more you know.
I suppose if they've already spent all that money.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Why
Same
not?
theme. Why not? Oh yeah, this is actually
cool.
very
Oh, yeah.
familiar. Actually,
Charlotte,
now I think about it.
Kofi's on his own.
Oh, it's okay. What we got? So, looks like we haven't missed anything great, but it looks like that bunny is staying for a while.
Mm.
Interesting.
That is
I
interesting.
suppose he's loved wrestling all his life. He's gonna, as long as the
Imagine that'd be a
opportunity
hell of a career change. That
Oh, yeah.
some Grammys now and doing superstar.
and why not?
He had a good show yesterday, didn't he? I thought.
I was surprised.
Mm.
I must admit, like
It's got to be up there with like celebrity.
like you say, there was that spot there that was like it gets a massive pop, and it was a good spot, but it's like it's all miss really.
Yeah, the fucking Hurricane
that's
Rana
the
thing.
Hurricane Rana thing, yeah. But, no, fair play to him. We're getting a few celebs, let's say. 'Cause I don't know if it counts like one of the sports stars because it's not a similar field as some sports, but getting a few celebs turning down to wrestling now and doing a decent job of it, like Pat and Cap.
Yeah.
who seems to have disappeared without real explanation.
Well, yeah, he was posting some like cryptic stuff as well, wasn't he? A couple of weeks ago, like he was going to be coming back or something. I don't know why they're not using it.
Well, he was doing videos like without being there for a little bit as well, wasn't he, during that feud? But
yeah, Logan Paul.
Nice with Logan Paul tonight.
See, which I think's cool. Like, you know, me, like we're not exactly down with the kids in terms of like. Obviously, I've seen some of the charity box and stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was charity. I think it was just them trying to, you know.
I don't know. I think that him and KSI might have been a charity one.
Was it? Well, I know his brother's going up against Ben Askren, isn't he? And I think there was talk about Mayweather as well in there. So
yeah, I think the Mayweather thing was meant to happen, wasn't it? And,
yeah. It's cool. Like it gets more eyes on the product and stuff, and I'm down for that. But like, it seems random to insert it into Sami Owens.
To be honest, like I'd be interested to see what happens tonight because I thought he was actually kind of nervous on SmackDown. Considering the role, like I said, he's fairly famous,
and that was without the fans
to audience. So yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what he does tonight. Like, because I imagine he's going to be getting involved in the match in some way, like rather than just talk.
Let's hope it's not some kind of shenanigans kind of thing, you know.
Man, but it was relatively shenanigan-free yesterday, so I'm expecting some tonight.
Except for that stupid MVP.
You really don't like that
It's just stupid. It's Bobby. He's like, oh, what? Did you say me?
That distraction was a bit of an odd one, but
yeah.
I think you're more angry over the results. I don't think that'd be an issue to you now. If Drew took it.
I think if he hadn't just, you know, destroyed Bobby over the last couple of weeks and just like broke up the hair business, put him in Corbin for a bit and stuff like that.
For a bit, he only did 1 week, didn't he, Corbin?
Well, technically 2. Got involved and then he was, you know.
Is that going to be the next match actually? Because wasn't he promised a title match for that?
Yeah, maybe. I think it was if he would have beat Drew, he would have took his spot, wouldn't he? But
King of Skulls is asking what the drink of choice is. Cup of tea for his good self.
Nice. We're on the Avalor whiskey.
Yeah, just finished my glass of Avalor, so probably 7 up. Yeah, hardcore.
Yeah, Anthony's visiting me this evening, so he'll have to drive back. So yeah, it'll just be me, mostly drunk, which has come to be tradition on these live streams.
I expect some random like Instagram stories where you just swear about matches and stuff. Yeah. Sounds.
Oh God. This is something I never thought
That is surprising.
What does he wear? What are his pants? What are those? Now that's a gimmick. We didn't know we wanted from Hulk Hogan in 2021.
Have a good night then, Newton, mate. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, cheers, man. Have a good one.
Sorry, I'm still translating to you because
I'm blind as fuck. Yeah, I can't read it. This is me signing out. Cheers. That's an excellent question. Pirates or pimps?
So yeah,
I see no.
I'm going pimp.
I see no gold teeth. Reminds me of the Scrubs. No pimp tooth. He just needs to borrow MVP's cane and then we've got it.
Oh yeah, he started off with a cane, haven't he?
Hogan's still getting booed out of the building.
Titus seems a bit happier tonight though. He seems a bit pissed off yesterday.
Fuming yesterday.
Yeah. Or it might have been a bit of a frustrating night for him all around. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, no wonder he's happy. He's going to chop Hogan's head off if he carries on.
Titus just runs him through with a sword for some reason.
Our first match is a tale of terror that's darker than the depths.
This is so weird to open the show. I don't get it.
I know, I am a bit perplexed on the other things, like both nights really. I was surprised they opened with Drew, Bobby. It kind of made sense in the end. Yeah, I'd say it's been a real slog from the past couple of nights, that, to be fair.
Yeah.
it's surprising. Like when you think back to when we were kids, like you wouldn't think you'd get to today's age and like Hogan's getting booed at WrestleMania. It's unreal. But obviously, he's
he would insist on saying some bad things. And you want him white? Interesting.
Well, they're going to try and do that whole, good versus evil thing that Shawn Michaels did a while back. So.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I don't know why it just proper thrown me off that. I was like that one time Triple H wore white boots, and it was just like, what is this? Couldn't take him seriously for the whole match. The emotional there because the fans are back.
Maybe. Yeah, I think he's lapping up, isn't he?
Such a weird choice to open.
Well, I'm still surprised. It just looks like it's going to be a straightforward match.
He is such a troll.
He is. So you know what? His Twitter game's on point as well, to be fair.
Well, have you seen? I saw he's on Cameo now. He's done a couple of videos and stuff. Apparently, he was like,
now it's a WWE product.
Yeah, just part with 500 of your closest dollars for 10 seconds of him calling you.
Is he more expensive than Rick?
They all pretty much are now, yeah. Other than the WWE ones, because they've got to get their cut on.
Sorry, were you saying he basically gives you shit on Cameo for money?
Yeah.
Abuse me.
I'm going to pay you money to just dress me down. That's a different kind of service. We haven't seen the Fiend make an entrance in his new gear.
We haven't actually. Well, we've only seen him randomly appear. I think this is still going to be heavily like Alexa focused, so she's like almost the main focal point of it at this point. I mean, she's been carrying it for a few months to brace itself off. Like,
to be fair, I wasn't a fan of him on the swing through the week. It was just a bit like, oh.
Don't make him swinging. Okay.
I'm a fan of the Fiend as a swinger. It is so good seeing fans back, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think you said last time, like, they've got to make do, haven't they? You've got to go the best of it, but like, there is something missing.
There's something about like this as well where it feels a bit more like intimate, I guess, because you can't have that many people in there. They've got like that thing across the back.
Yeah.
It puts more focus and emphasis on like the first few rows and the actual people in the ring. What's that say?
Said Twitch won't let him change his username yet. I'd love to be there right now. Just call me Dave.
Okay, shout out to Dave.
Yeah, I'll go with that, Dave. Oh.
Where about you based? You're on the cup of tea. You in the UK?
I think. Sorry, let me go up the chat because I think he's mentioned because he's. Hang on. His Mac thing.
On today's stream, Anthony struggles with the Mac.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I knew that was something above that. It's Mr. Coleman from Instagram.
Oh, nice, okay.
So yeah, so sorry about that, mate. We didn't recognise the Twitch name. Barry Island, famous for Gavin and Stacey. Still like that show. Set them on fire, like.
It's looking a bit
Yeah, we're gonna
burnt
go
out now.
Sorry. Bit slow on the old bad pun. Sorry, I'll just make sure I put that back where it should be.
Expecting someone else.
We'll do it again. No, we're good.
Fire. He was destroyed.
I mean, she has done a good job on it, hasn't she?
Yeah.
He will be reborn.
I wonder if she's going to do anything inappropriate to get Randy's wife pissed off again.
I know, right? I think that was legit. I think that was just a bit bad.
I think she's quite well known for overreacting. Kind of a bit.
Like Matt Hardy's wife.
I'm literally about to say it, yeah.
Do you remember when she
heard,
fully kicked off? Like,
which time?
when he had the concussion.
Oh, no, yeah, the sad news today. Matt and Jeff's dad passed away.
Really? That sucks.
It's a shame. It's mad that like we haven't really seen much of Jeff in a while.
Yeah.
He was just jobbing out on it. I wonder whether his contract's gonna. But he re-signed, didn't he, or he had to stay longer because of.
To be honest, I've said a few things about Jeff over the last year or so, but I prefer when they're not like overusing them just because of the legend status. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't like hopefully there's some sort of feud or whatever he gets into in the future, but yeah, I like the fact they haven't have to just shoot him and he's like, well, he's going, you know.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to Mania, because you knew they were going to be a little scared about going out with it.
I will stand across the ring, not from a man, but from
This seems a really strange time to put your promo package on.
I know. I'm waiting for the feed entrance to see if it's going to be any different, and we're getting all this promo work. We're going to burn him again.
for me.
It worked so well the first time.
I know just how hard in the hell I need to sink to make sure the thing is out of my life once and for all.
Randy truly believed that the Fiend was gone forever. But Randy was wrong. The Fiend was just
Probably as far as matches go, I'm not overly keen on the women's tag match tonight.
No, I would have been a Riot Squad as well.
Well, I think that's purely the reason I'm not like a bit bitter towards the fact that
Do you
it's
think
not
they'll
the
win it?
Squad.
I think they might win it as well, you know. It
I
would
think,
make
you
any
know what,
sense.
I feel like the titles have been with Nia and Baszler for a while though, so I can very much see that, you know. I don't know where the sudden pushes come from.
Why is he rocking a black wig?
Is it a veil or a hood? It's not got the dreads anymore.
I thought he was just like dressed up as cosplay as the Undertaker.
A little bit.
Well, this is different.
It is. You transform him back to the Fiend. He is.
What? Seriously?
So all my conspiracy stuff and everything,
What? He's just going to
and
come
he's
down
just
to
a
the
Fiend
North
again.
Oh, cool. That's a cop out if so, isn't it?
That ruined my theory.
Surely not. That's awful if so.
No, I think that's it. Though. We're getting the normal Fiend again.
Oh.
Oh, hang on.
Well, she was right. She hasn't got the mask, and she did have some interesting makeup on. Would you prefer her to have a mask? There was a lot of talk, wasn't there, that she was going to get her own?
Do you know what? Probably not, you know.
Yeah, me neither.
Hang on, have they put a carpet down there? I think they were listening to Tony Khan.
They are as well. Well in, Tony Khan. You've saved
We
really
appreciate
saved
the
it.
advice, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know, I think because, like, just making her a mask character because you associate with the Fiend, I think it'd be a bit almost too obvious. But she's kind of very...
Oh, what?
Well, what?
It's a real life Jack in the Box, Anthony. Well, I know, and Orton isn't perplexed the fact that that's just...
Yeah.
You know. So it's just going to be normal Fiends popping out of here now.
I
Shit in
think
the
so.
bed.
I think so. I can't let weeks I've been saying, it's not really him, there's going to be a big twist, and then it's just a feeling. This is the thing with WrestleMania. Do you ever think you'd be watching it in suspense of what's going to come out of Jack in the Box?
Honestly, no. It doesn't feel super WrestleMania.
looks like he's still got the same. You know the.
Yeah, like an
Something.
army vest.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called. Yeah, like the shields kind of thing.
What the fuck? Seriously? And why does he now look even more scared than of a fucking burnt alive zombie fiend?
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, you burn someone, you can't expect them to stay burnt. So I get why he's freaked out.
Why is he walking like that?
I mean, we haven't seen Bray wrestle in a while, so it should be good. We're going to stick with the red light for the entire fucking match like we used to.
I hope not. I'm pretty... I don't know.
I mean, I don't think you're going onto Instagram and saying anything just yet, are you? Yeah, we're sticking with the red lights.
It's going to be an absolute squash. Okay, that's Bray.
Oh, there's definitely Bray again. Yeah.
Do you think it ever wasn't then, or what?
Yeah, I think it's ruined my theory. I think it was never.
I mean, there's still time, I suppose, but...
I must admit, I don't like that movie.
What, breaking the neck?
Well, just because it's like...
Brody Lee. Homage.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on that.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah.
You're going to have to see the most.
Yeah, I don't think we've really seen him since that's when that happened, bro.
And I don't know if that's going to
Yeah.
be.
They have changed the mask, haven't they?
It is slightly different.
But yeah, that move, that because it's not like you like obviously can't do it properly. Do you know what I mean? So you get like you have to like
Just like let go.
Yeah.
Move the
I don't know. It's theatrics. It's wrestling. It's not good.
So do you think there's going to be any way that they have two fiends here now, or do you think that's it? It's gone? Still.
I think the fact that they put him back to the proper fiend, I don't think so now. But I also kind of don't see the point in the band fiends that we had for a few weeks. Mind you, so it's the variant of the mask to sell, isn't it? Merch. I guess that's merch.
And they did release something like, so many limited copies. That's not.
Love how they give him like looking at the sides there, they basically give him a guideline with that.
Vince is like, Bray, let yourself go over lockdown. Give your girl to suck it all in.
Hold me in.
Oh, it's gotta be a meme.
Gotta keep an eye on the comments, though.
Oh no,
I missed the Spanish announce table.
Oh, cool.
Fair points, yeah. Oh, they actually sat down tonight.
They are? Yeah. Not awkwardly just stood at the
Yeah.
side.
We didn't have any announce table yesterday.
I'd love it if they were just in the Jack in the Box, commentating on it, to be fair.
Orton's got to regroup quickly. And Orton now with a boot to the Fiend and continues to try to punish this.
Already we're getting more of a match than I expected, to be honest. Which is good.
I suppose if it wasn't going to go the cinematic route, it had to be something, doesn't it?
I still can't be doing with these lights.
It's not nice to look at, is it? Everything's just washed out, no?
Shouldn't they do the strap match like this, the Daniel Bryan one?
Yeah.
And you go, well, in the point in that, you're meant to be able to see like the blood, sort of, gotta be grim about it.
But, yeah. That's something which, they should have just left that in the past.
But is the Fiend impervious to pain?
I know they've got to do the part of the announcing. Is he impervious to pain? It's like, well, he got set on fire and come back.
So no.
Kayfabe wise, so
No, he's not.
I think those couple of punches probably not an issue.
And the Fiend now pounding away on Orton.
So where's Alexa gone now? She's still at ringside, though.
I think so. I thought we'd see more of it, like sort of animated shout and stuff, but she's must be knocking out somewhere.
Oh, Randy Orton able to slip out of harm's way at least momentarily. And now Orton will go back on the try to go back on the attack, but perhaps too much damage has been done. Now the Fiend's outside.
I reckon the only reason you've done this is the opening matches, so they've got time to move the Jack in the Box.
Maybe because there's more bits to it, but on a level, I think they wanted to pay this off before because I don't know. I think it's the type of match people would be waiting for. You know what I mean? So they don't pay it off. People are just going to be like frustrated with the stuff before they can. Do we know what the main event's going to be? Is it ended on Roman?
That's got it, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, I expect so, but
I imagine it
the card's been unusual.
main event. Fucking Asuka and maybe.
It's not as you know, as long as it's like a world title, I'll be fine with it. But you know, when you're like the way they opened the show yesterday was surprising as well. You just never know. And the way they opened the show today.
I think with Sasha and Bianca that you could say, even though I didn't like their build massively, especially the Reginald stuff, they definitely earned that. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Asuka and
it's come a bit too quick. And it's not been earned. Yeah.
I imagine we'll go from this to the women's tag.
We need to get the women's tag out of the way. I'm not going to be happy with that. And I said to you, but I don't know, potentially an unfair comment, but that was
Alexa's turn on.
Jesus.
Maybe there is some shenanigans left. Maybe we are going to see the other Fiend.
That's terrifying. Is he really going to take the loss?
What the fuck?
But why?
What the fuck? See, this is exactly what I did yesterday.
But why?
Let me go on Instagram. You can see yourself out. What the fuck?
So we're keeping this feud going?
We can't, can we? This has got to be the end of it, and Orton wins the feud, and now maybe this is. Oh, that mask, man.
It's actually a bit more cartoony than
Yeah.
the last one. What is going on?
Maybe it is going to be.
We're going to get Burnt Fiend?
Yeah. Burnt Fiend, man.
Burnt Fiend. I do remember Bareface, man. It'll probably be quite an obscure reference, but.
I feel like you're right all along, I think. They're not just going to have these two go against each other for nothing.
I'm going to backpedal over the stuff I've said the last few minutes.
Yeah, look, see?
I'm going to backpedal. Something shocking and go, I knew it!
Everyone was right, but me.
Or is she going to have a mask? Or whatever.
Nah,
I can't believe that.
He'll be stood there.
Burnt Face Fiend.
Oh, fuck off! Yeah, boo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
We'll clarify that next week.
At WrestleMania, you did that shit. Oh.
What? That was so fucking weird and screwy, that finish.
That was awful. That was
Maybe
terrible.
that's why it opened the show. Like, we're going to piss a lot of people off, we might as well get this done now.
Wow.
What was that?
Wow.
I don't even mind the whole distraction, the Randy sneaking the win thing. If you really do
It needed
something
a
else,
payoff.
but yeah,
Oh, that was awful, wasn't it?
WWE champs.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
There's
Was not a
in
fan.
on tonight's action. Right now, anyone can play for a share of $25,000 in prizes
Fuming.
by joining DraftKings free-to-play WWE.
Fuck off, is what I would say.
Simply download the app and sign
On
up
social
with
media.
promo code. Make your pick.
Do you want another beverage?
I'm good, thanks.
Earn yourself some cash.
7 Up, Britain.
So download the DraftKings
No,
app
I'm
now. Sign up with promo code WWE to play free for a share of $25,000 and make it rain.
This has to be it. The Champion Wrestling Center's message.
Fuck's sake. I couldn't agree more, Brad. Couldn't agree more. The fuck was that finish? I think I'm expecting Carl to go on a rant on Instagram any minute.
What's happened?
Brad's on saying, excuse the language, but what the fuck was that?
Oh, Brad.
Totally right. Totally right.
I'm fuming.
Oh yeah, I bet he didn't have a match, but at least she gets to talk to Eric Bischoff and Pirate Hogan.
Well, I reckon she's going to get a segment, and there's rumours she's going to have a returning guest.
Well, people keep rumouring it's going to be Becky Lynch tonight. Becky Lynch just made a little bit of a hint with the gym picture.
Well, she's a troll though, and she did night 1, and then didn't show up, and then did night 2, just kidding. So maybe now that she said just kidding, she will show up.
Maybe. What the hell?
And honestly, how can you pull that shit on Mania? Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of shit you'd see on a Raw.
But that's the thing, because like, you can live with that whole teaser element when it's going to be like you say, when it's a Raw or a normal show. This is Mania. That's where the payoff should have been. For fuck's sake. Randy sneaks her in and runs away, and I still think we're going to carry on with that shit, you know.
Like, how many more matches can them two have now?
6.
Yeah,
totally agree.
Come on. What to say?
Brad saying the crowd reaction was fully warranted. Deserves the booze,
Yeah.
which it does.
Awful opening.
And then Carl hit the booze actually after that match.
Sorry. All the things.
It's just like a clutch, she's not allowed it. What even is it a gimmick now?
I have no idea. She's got it. Like, is she not going to do anything on this pay-per-view other than just have backstage segments?
I guess.
She'll have to have an episode of it.
Of course, we
Ding
need
dong,
to just cut to shadow boxing randomly every once in a while.
Why
We've got a
do
match
we
in
do that
4
anyway?
hours, we might as well get ready now.
Yeah, tag.
Tag match.
Hold that as the second.
Well, let's get this out of the way, shall we? What do you make of her new theme?
I mean, it's a remnant of Bret Hart theme, so I'm going to love it, aren't I?
It always has been, hasn't it? But it's like the new slightly rockier variant. I think it's better than the one she had.
Yeah, actually.
Okay then.
Do you?
Yes, we totally agreed. No controversy here.
Oh my god. I never thought I'd be saying that this is probably going to be better than that. How can you not pay that off though?
I'm just saying, it was so fucking all the stuff, like all the speculation, because it wasn't just me. Like we've been on Instagram, we've been talking, we know like everyone was expecting something. Like my conspiracy theory was going, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people were thinking the same thing. We were expecting Bo Dallas and all, and then what do we get? We get that screwy finish and nothing at all. Just everyone disappears. Awful. So I hope Natalia is prepared to carry this match, because as far as I'm concerned, she's the only one who can wrestle.
Like, what outcome can we be happy with here? Because
I've not seen a lot of Tamina. Like, she's been, like, the last time I saw her, I think she was in that karaoke thing on SmackDown. I don't even actually seen her in a match in a long time. So I don't even know. Like,
at the height of the women's evolution,
she is, like, cause, do you know, like, Naya's got that reputation for being a bit of a, like, she's a bit scary on the botched front, you know what I mean? Is Tamina in a similar boat? So I've not seen a lot of her. I know she's not, like, exactly a ring technician, but
yeah, I don't think she's like, you know, higher levels of
she's safe.
causing people serious injuries. But yeah, they just probably haven't had anything for her. The same for Natty for a while, so they've probably just become aware. You know, both descendants of legends.
They went, oh shit, we need a tag division. Music stop.
It's nice.
Is it nice?
Not like most girls.
I didn't even know Nia had a theme, I'll be honest with you.
Should be the Watchalong opening theme. Should be her entrance theme.
The little stone she's got on her face there, there, to shake what's in.
Like what outcome are you going to be happy with it? Because do I want Tamina and Natalya as the champions? No. Do I still want to see these plebs as champions? No.
Well, it's never going to happen now. But I wanted NXT. I wanted NXT involved.
Mm. It's okay because they got their own titles.
That's the bit that annoys me. Why give them their own titles? Why not just be part of this and you don't have to make your own tag teams?
And to be fair, I'm happy that Natty's got a match at Mania.
Well, yeah. That's fair.
I challenge you to find a more technically skilled competitor in the women's division, but I might be looking at her in Natalya. Exactly, Natalya, the veteran.
I know the tag team turmoil. It was a great idea, this, except for the fact I'm blind.
Yeah, so now we have to scroll because, you know.
These women taking a bit of a cautious approach in the opening moments. Regular respect for one another.
How do I get rid of that? Just click. Should be better than the tag turmoil last night. Yeah, could have. I totally agree with that. Yeah, at least three quarters can work. I'm not so sure about that, you know. So I was saying this to Carl. I don't know whether you agree or not, but like, I don't know if Baszler's like great in the ring. I know she's like got some MMA chops, but I don't know if she's particularly great in the ring. She had a really good show when she was dominating in the Elimination Chamber, but I've not seen her have like really good sort of back and forth matches, you know.
No. I mean, Tamina can barely work, unfortunately.
Okay, I've just genuinely never seen much of Tamina. I don't know.
She can do a super kick and a splash. But you know, I'm happy to.
She's not far behind Cena though in terms of number of moves you can do.
I'm surprised she's getting cheered. Oh, it's the two Samoans going against each other.
Oh, is it? Right, fair enough. What are you shouting?
I don't know, we got fucking leaked. I think it was just Tamina, wasn't it?
Well, all the way through this, I'm like, these are good guys.
Good that we didn't just hear Nia say "and again" really loud into the hardcore.
A series of rapid fire rights, hammer fist from Tamina, tags in Natalya.
Their timing's just so off, isn't it? Natty's like, she comes in just when like stood there for like 5 seconds waiting to be hit. It's like you've just been tagged in, you idiot.
Yeah, like I'm not excusing it completely, but is it the people she's working with at the time zone? When the spot's meant to happen and just go over like she just kind of doesn't know what to do with it.
Great double team by the challengers. The champions are in trouble. Well, Shayna's never found herself used as a weapon in a match.
So yeah, I think you're right. I think it's going to be new tag champs here.
I don't even know if it will, to be fair. Like, I know we didn't have this one in the prediction series because it only got announced.
Yeah, it was quite short notice, wasn't it?
But
who got the SmackDown tag titles? On tonight.
That was on SmackDown, wasn't it?
On SmackDown?
Yeah. You know, the WrestleMania theme SmackDown.
Yeah.
What the fuck that shit was.
That didn't really get anything.
We didn't even get a women's battle royal this year, did we?
Crazy. Yeah, you got to be made up being like Ziggler and Root, holding the titles as long as you have, but nobody's ever seen you.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't do something with Ray and Dominic. Like, Dominic taking on him or...
No, I was waiting for them to take the titles.
Yeah.
Which they might have, because I never saw them.
Don't think you did.
Oh, let me Google that right there.
What are you doing? Timing's awful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really not a funky.
Ooh. Oh, fucking hell. She actually just broken a tooth.
Oh, you're joking.
She needs to learn how to fucking pull a knee.
Or is that a deliberate spot all the way they're talking about Asuka's tooth?
Probably. Oh, okay. This is, yeah, they're going to win. This is the big finish. Calling it now. The big finish is Tamina slams Nia. Yeah, homage to WrestleMania 3 for some reason. Because she tried to pick her up about 3 or 4 times now.
Well, yeah, they've been trying to post names.
Cover now by Baszler. Hooking a leg kick out by Natalya. This is what Natalya Tamina worked so hard to avoid. She's absolutely right. The rhythm of the tag team championship as Baszler is crying on the knee of our challenger. Baszler punishing Natalya.
Well, I'll be honest. Even now, I'd say it's gone down as best as I thought it'd be. But I must have made them rate it.
Good contribution from there. This is what you do.
Sure. Going to be noise. Oh, God, did you see the angle? Not too many things that happen in the ring make my skin crawl like that just did. That was hard to watch. Now here's the problem, Corey. As you take another look at the damage of the angle.
I'm still not over the first match. I'm not going to lie. I'm just playing it over in my head. It's just, what even was that?
I don't know. I don't know what the intent is. Why she was wearing a crown of thorns or barbed wire, whatever it was. Why she's turned on the Fiend. There was no even sort of hint of motivation. But you will find all that out on Raw. Don't you worry.
It's like if they were going to do the second Fiend angle, then it would have made sense to do it there and then and have him lay him out in the ring, wouldn't it?
But yeah, lay him out.
That was the total.
Or have him appear and then cut to black so we know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
You know. But nah, let's just cut it all off right now.
This is awful, wasn't it? Every worst outcome possible. Orton won. Clean.
Yep.
We had fucking the Fiend rock up as old Fiend without any explanation.
Yep. Everything was red.
And then, everything was fucking red. Random heel turn from Alexa without any explanation.
Is it a heel turn?
That's a great point. So he looked pretty over, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, people have missed on so yeah.
The question is, though, where does Alexa go from this now? Has she been booked into a corner? Because, you know, if this thing with the Fiend ends, it's just going to go back to being old Alexa, just like overnight. Or has she got to take time off or what?
Surely, well, yeah, you're going to have some time off.
Well, I suppose she's engaged and she. I don't know when they plan to do the wedding, but maybe she's going to have time off to get married and stuff.
Right.
So didn't she just have quite a bit of time off as well? Never works, that one.
To be honest, she hasn't actually been like an active wrestler for a good while. If you think about it.
She's not still injured, is she? I know she got quite badly injured in the Ronda, didn't she?
Well, I'm not saying it's like official or anything, but I know she hasn't really had a proper run since then. Like she's had the odd match, so she's clearly cleared in some sense. But like, she had that match with Vicky Cross or something like that. But in terms of like regular matches, she's not done that anymore. Mostly like moments of bliss or these one-house segments now.
I think we're going to have some kind of callback to my hole in this match.
Maybe.
Where's Tamina's just sleeping on the outside, or what?
Yeah, 7 break. Is that a spine buster? Is that not a powerbomb?
It's a great question. They're very similar moves, to be fair. I don't know what it is.
Surely that's a powerbomb.
I think because not both legs are over the shoulders, it's like a spine buster.
Ah, that's a stupid one. Surely a powerbomb.
Oh, she missed it!
Oh, nice.
Oh, no.
Quality work. Quality work.
So bad.
Baszler able to block it out. With kicks to the thighs. Tamina though. Oh my lord, what a dragon screw. Baszler now in the corner. Tamina giving chase.
Michael Cole forgets the name of the move. Oh my, what a move. That's hilarious. I'm sure it was Corey or someone was like,
Wouldn't expect anything less from Cole.
Tamina with this is wildly. Baszler could be thinking to clear food at clutch, but Tamina just too strong. And now Tamina.
Shot on her face.
Oh no, she was shot.
Someone's holding my wrist.
This has never happened before.
Tamina is still
No,
obviously
the ref does
feeling
that.
the effects of a body slam on the outside from Nia Jax, but fighting through the pain, fighting through the agony to achieve a dream. Yeah, Baszler, Corey,
So,
going for the Karafuda.
while we're waiting on the finish, night one,
Yeah.
Rollins and Cesaro.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good match.
It was.
What do you think this means for Cesaro going forward then? Because it's nice that he's getting a push. It was nice that he took the win, probably as it should have been. But where do you think they're going to send him?
Honestly, who
I
knows?
can't see them heading towards the IC title scene. I think Apollo's probably going to win that. I can't see him going straight for Apollo. But honestly, would you put him in the main title scene at this point?
Against Roman.
Against Rome? Well, maybe. Could be against Brian. Yeah, I'm just curious because as much as I want to have a push, you just wonder what they're going to do with him after this.
That's the big concern, isn't it? It's every time every time Cesaro, you think he's gonna take the next step, he just never seems to. And that's not on him, you know what I mean?
No.
A lot of the time, it's more just the decisions they make. But I joked to you before, I was like, yeah, he's beat Seth at Mania, he's had his Mania moments, just like his fucking Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and then what happened to him? He was in the tag team division, squandering for a bit.
He made the most of it, to be fair, though. The bar were really good.
The Bar were good, to be fair. Even him and Tyson Kidd were good.
Yeah, I don't remember much of him and Tyson Kidd, if I'm honest, but because I think his most prominent tag team was the Bar. He did alright with Shinsuke as well, but
Yeah.
it's basically the best tag team he's been in was the Bar.
To be fair to him, like everything he's done is good. He never seems to get the full push.
And I still maintain, like I was saying to you the other day, though, he needs a mouthpiece. He isn't not the best of it.
I'm King Kong, bitch. I'm Godzilla.
I thought she was going to go for a full training day reference.
There we go, called it. Oh,
You
that was awful as
That
well.
was a bit weak, that. I mean, she did it. She did it. What? I thought that was the finish. I thought you were
me
right.
too.
Thanks,
She's-
Tori.
she's
You're quite
still
right.
there.
After 2 comes 3, it doesn't get much closer than that. You're right, Corey. You're right.
Corey, though. You knew Tamina was over. Surprise.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of been around the last couple of weeks. Couldn't have possibly called it. I didn't even know they were faces.
Well, me neither. I mean,
Last I saw Natalia, she was a heel.
yeah.
But is she in the face team yet?
I suppose against them too.
Oh, yeah. Do a flip.
Super fly.
Oh, she right. Like you say, given the controversy, you wouldn't think she. I mean, it's a family, I suppose, isn't it? But you wouldn't think WWE would be keeping on references.
From last night's success, but Jack's able to get out of the way just in time. But this match,
I tell you what, I'm surprised it's been all about these two as well.
Natty just pokes her head up in the corner, waiting for a moment.
critical moment of this matchup. Who is able to recover first? Who is able to gain momentum? Natalya trying to drag herself up in her corner.
Come on.
Both Tamina and Nia seeking tags from their respective partners.
It's a mouth bleeding there.
I think it might still be, yeah. Nice, good ring awareness there.
Well, let me guess, she thinks that
Oh,
Nia's
bad ring awareness there. So she's going to tap and it's not going to matter.
I don't know if Natalya's powerful enough to pull this up. Nia Jax has tremendously strong legs.
That tag was definitely made, right?
definitely was. This is gonna be
Just
the
because the
thing.
announce team didn't seem to say nothing.
She's gonna think that they've won.
That's how the finish is going to be, isn't it?
Hmm.
Why is the ref caring?
That's a very good point, actually. The referee should be just telling us straight away. He's asking them now, is this the finish? Oh, fucking hell.
Really? Okay, that's strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was more thrown by the ref watching the sharpshooter. It's like, why
You should be like, yeah.
Doesn't matter if she taps.
You're not the legal one. Oh, now she's putting her in the fucking...
Failed me! Do you know what I don't like about tag matches like this though? So, she had her in the sharpshooter. Baszler could run in because she was the legal mat, right, and she could do the choke.
Yeah.
And Tamina couldn't get involved at all and stop her from being choked out. Why?
That's a very good point.
Why couldn't she dive in and separate it? I know they had to end the match some way, I just think it's stupid.
What's he doing up here?
He never touches the ground when he leaves the ring.
So, I'm quite underwhelmed with
So
night
far,
two so far.
Although I will say, you know, to try and be a positive guy, that was a better match than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
There's 4 lines for $100 a month.
Carl, zoom the chat out, Carl. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll zoom it out. If you can see it,
I can see it. I'll relay it to you. I just can't say it. There we go.
sad when a veteran like Natalia doesn't
hold the time. Yeah, you're right. You know, you're right.
We saw we mentioned this before. We had Dax from FTR calling us out yesterday.
Yeah, it's that makes us look like a rookie, doesn't it? Business. Totally agree with Dax and everything he said. And if you want to close up with Rey Mysterio's eyes,
I mean,
check this out.
I see no scars from that time he had his eye popped out of his head or anything. You know
Well, that's why it's green now. That's
okay.
infected stuff.
Luminous green infection. What a, like, no offense to Ray, because obviously he's a legend and all that, but what an odd choice as like your potential cover star or main.
I know they're making out like he's the cover star. I think.
Yeah.
Also, like, where's the sudden improving graphics come from? 21 was like, or was it 20? 20 was shocking.
I wonder if they've done it for like PS5 and stuff.
You with your next gen ideas. Yeah, point. So you can get the game, can't get over the console.
Yeah.
Well, not in this country anyway right now.
I'm not a fan of
The
these
quality of
giant
those animations. Yeah.
3D.
It's so realistic. I thought there was a genuine giant skeleton. It was so good.
Why did they do it?
Shocking. Are we getting Zayn KO next?
Hope so.
This is gonna bring the show right back
There
up.
you go.
Sami
Unless
Zayn's
fucking
a fantastic fucking heel.
Logan Paul gets involved.
Right. You wouldn't admit this. He's been ace for ages now, Sami Zayn. You wouldn't admit
I
this.
was
You
wrong.
wouldn't admit it.
Yeah, I was wrong. He's definitely been better the last few weeks.
He's been great for ages. He just didn't want to admit it.
Do you think we might see a double turn here?
Don't know, you know. I kind of, mind you, I was going to say I kind of don't want him to turn, but at the same time, like I don't know, it wouldn't be a bad time to do it. I really love was it your idea when you said about like it KO does the heel turn on the basis that the whole conspiracy theory was true, and KO's been screwing him.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if you like
I
it,
might
I'll
read
take
this
credit
one.
for it. Yeah, definitely me.
Yeah, definitely someone. But I really like that idea. So the paranoia was true the whole time, and it was KO the whole time. It'd be quite funny.
With a certain Mr. Logan Paul. Handsome devil, isn't he?
Well, okay, I'll check it out.
I mean, they're clearly like best friends from that sort of interaction.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I don't care. You're like everybody else. You think I'm crazy? Are you serious? You have to let go. You're out of your mind. I thought you trust you. I don't know what to say about this anymore.
That was a hell of a kick.
Was it? Do we think Kevin Owens is jumping off the ship?
I know he wanted to. I don't think they're going to allow it. I think that was the plan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to allow it. Although, have a careful look if you see any carpets on the boat. And maybe, if you follow the Tony Khan advice. That's right, I'm going to keep harping on.
This was like his crowning moment for me, Sammy.
This?
Yeah. It's just the culmination of all this fucking, all them weeks.
By a very special guest. the actor, the writer, the podcaster, the boxer, the social media influencer with almost 23 million subscribers on YouTube.
It's impressive, I like it. It's a lot of subscribers.
I think, like KSI, he was one of those guys who first got onto the YouTube.
The YouTube.
Onto the
Like,
YouTube.
you're proper down with the kids, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know he was on that FaceTube from old, like, but...
I think maybe I should look him up on MySpace.
This could be one of the biggest conspiracies of the century, but
I mean, he's up there with Tom on MySpace,
approached me.
Oh,
and he said,
Logan Paul will probably
he's known you
be
for
the one to
years.
jump off.
There is no conspiracy.
Will Logan Paul jump off the ship?
What are you doing?
I mean, maybe.
You're my guest about it. You're not Kevin Owens' guest about it.
Depends if you can live shows with YouTube.
See, this, like, when this happened, it made me question it because he didn't really.
You know,
I just kind of nudged him out the way.
I hate to say it, like, I've been saying that, like, Logan Paul seems a bit, like, nervous and a bit awkward. Maybe he was actually acting and really good at it. Maybe he was meant to feel awkward around Sammy. I've not considered that until now. But Sammy's kind of erratic at this point, isn't he? So maybe that was the idea.
I mean, he was chiming in with the whole, "You're my guest, not Kevin Owens' guest" stuff.
You.
Still you.
Wait, what?
Why's JPL?
Oh, okay.
Why is he guest commentating on this?
I honestly didn't think that he wanted to on commentary much anymore. Ever since Maro and Elo decided they had to go.
Yep.
For reasons that didn't involve JBL officially.
What did you see his Hall of Fame speech?
No.
It's very Conor McGregor-esque. He was just like, it's like to apologise to absolutely fucking nobody. He just basically said he's a prick and he knows he is, but he's in the Hall of Fame, so.
Annoyingly true.
Not with Logan Paul. Oh, his documentary's finished now, is it?
Fighting someone.
What's he doing? I remember that. Do you remember his debut on the main roster? And he was just like going mental with his arm and he dislocated his shoulder.
Oh, I'm gonna have to YouTube that.
Yeah. It was so bad.
You like gambling?
Microphone. Introduce Logan Paul.
Please, 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 ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I know you're all just as excited as I am, so please.
Is that on his tights? Is that him, but with like a red masking tape over his mouth?
Yeah.
For my special guest of honor tonight, show some respect. He is the only ally that I've had in making this documentary.
Fucking real almost pretty cool, that.
The conspiracy that's
Could you tell him apart?
Ladies and gentlemen, Logan Paul! I could not be any
He's
I love
boss
this
Sammy.
dance.
He is great.
Finally, somebody understands.
Getting booed out of the building, this guy. No Bad Bunny.
He's no bad boy.
Look at his dance. He's got the moves, you know what I mean? Gotta admit.
Got more than that, bro.
No one said anything to him then, he was just like,
You?
yeah.
And I agree with you. They get to Logan Paul here. He's a fellow social media influencer like I am.
What a cock.
But he knows it.
What is he out there for though? What's he there to do?
It's going to be a special guest, right? Or he's just going to be there.
Stun the world.
Stun. I've got so high hopes for this match that, like, Maybe even getting a little bit nervous now. I've been saying this is going to be an epic match. Like the pair of them have been so deserving of this for a while.
Needs to be. I'm glad he's bringing it. You know, he's got his KO Mania shirt again.
Yeah. I mean, you can let him Bianca Belair make Mania shirts. You can let him win it.
This is true. KO Mania for.
Four, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to sit on commentary with those guys now.
It's not even commentary. I think he's just adjacent to the commentary desk.
Adjacent to commentary. I think he's probably going to get, like you say, he's probably going to cost Sammy in somewhere.
Add into the whole conspiracy.
Yeah.
Canelo Owens is over, man. Well, then.
As he should be.
As he should be.
Freaking Owens, man.
Should be in the world title soon. I keep saying this.
I don't know, man. It didn't go well for him the first time. I enjoyed him as champion, but...
Oh, imagine. What would you do if this was just a squash? Powerbomb.
How brutal would that be?
So, guys, I don't quite see the conspiracy there. Well, Sammy clearly wasn't prepared. Sammy came in to engage in combat and got powerbombed for his trouble.
Straight onto there already. Surely.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's real reasonable. And Sammy's trying to hang on. Fight the good fight, Sammy, and is able to.
So Logan sounds like he's very much Team Sammy at this point.
Taking the fight to Sami
Is he on commentary?
Was that on him saying then about... no, he's not going to like it. Maybe not.
I don't think they could trust him.
I can't even tell the difference. I
Oh.
Yeah, they're not giving on, mate. Cut to his reactions every once in a while. That's all we need. That's all we need.
Definitely got a few memes out of him.
So he wanted going for all his big moves straight away.
Does make me think that maybe if he's at ringside as well, they're not going to go around the arena. Maybe they can't. Because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
And a kick by Zayn will stop KO in his tracks. Uh-oh. No. Sami Zayn wanted the half-and-half suplex he utilized so successfully, but Owens knew it coming. Still may get it here. Wait a minute. Zayn now on the apron of the ring, trying to suplex.
Oh, shit.
See, this is what I wanted this match for. Fucking boss stuff like that.
Please, is he going to do anything more than just get cut to every couple of minutes though with his open mouth?
To be honest, he's an annoying little distraction at the moment.
Yeah.
It's like, that just happened, let's see what Logan Paul thinks.
I love it if he was just honest. They cut to him, he's just like on his phone, just like... What was it? Was it in AEW where they fucked up with a camera and they went to Tyson, he looked like he was falling asleep?
Yeah, I think it was, because they took a fair bit of shit for that. Actually, we have groups who hate WWE, we have groups who hate AEW, so...
This is true.
Fuel for them, fuel. That's what you want, yeah, punch them right in the eyebrow.
How would you feel, Cole, if your best friend, how about if you were being victimized by a conspiracy from an entire major company and JBL didn't believe you? You're saying the entire WWE is in on this conspiracy of Sami Zayn. You're saying
He's also saying JBL's his best friend.
And look at Paul now, looking on, nodding his approval to Mr. Zayn. Why do you think Sami's gone a little bit off the edge? Maybe all of a sudden he loses the Intercontinental Championship because of a pandemic. That's not his fault. I agree wholeheartedly. No, he actually wants to be later.
Our giveaway winner is very happy. The first giveaway that they've ever won.
Oh, happy days.
So, fair play, well done to them.
Oh, that made up.
Nice words from Newton as well.
Peddling this information for everyone listening to your voice right now, Cole. You're reminding everyone that Sami wasn't successful. That's part of the conspiracy. That's why
He was
Sami's
well to fit.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have 12 plus 1 for ages.
Do you know what I don't even remember?
Isn't well, I think it was in the last couple of years he got moved to off-road.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember seeing him out and about on like on our skateboarding days.
Oh yeah. Yeah, do you remember when we were proper good at skateboarding?
Yeah, we were so good.
Hitting all them moves, the
Yeah.
half pipes and whatever.
Yeah, so good.
Definitely knew all like the basics, like doing an ollie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember all the times we fell off, basically, is what you say.
yeah. We were watching Tony Hawk's Pro Skate, or playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skate, and thinking, yeah, I can do that shit.
Pretty much.
And hitting yourself in the shins with a skateboard and thinking,
Several times. I remember thinking I was cool. I could go down the stair, like them steps outside my old house. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Come down, just go on the ass several times.
Launching himself from the top. That is 270 pounds. Crashing down across the sternum.
Skateboarding was like fucking massive at that point, wasn't it?
That is the Sammy for surviving that one.
It's
Well,
mad,
you get the
really.
remaster of Tony Hawk's actually, can't you?
I have to get that, you know.
Yes,
I'm trying to think though, I think it was only like 3 or Underground or something where I really started playing it properly.
Like, it was the one I played, the absolute, I don't know if it was that one where it was kind of open worldy. Like, you play as a young lad, like no name character.
It's like you'd go around and get like side quests and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
You could,
you sort of,
yeah,
you have to work your way up in the skateboarding world. That was a good one. Can't remember what one that was, but it was the original might have been Pro Skater 2. The soundtrack on that was
can't remember it.
a classic song, like something like that.
I thought that Addington played it.
Look at this now, Sammy explores.
Okay, I'm getting to a point that I'm happy with this match. I'm no longer fearful. There's some good spots here.
They need to just stop putting to that jerk every 2 seconds. It's
Which one?
pulled the same reaction.
I've not seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Put to it.
I'll be honest, I'm on the verge of maybe editing them into our podcast. Anytime you say something, I'll put to Paul Logan. No, what's his name?
Logan Paul.
And see
Paul
what he
Logan, to go with. Well, that time we had Orange Cassidy on the show, which went down really well.
Yeah, went down there. Everyone loved that. That was really well received. Definitely worth trying for that kind of joke again.
Almost as well received as that time they interviewed The Rock.
Yeah, that went down like that.
Gotta try these things, I think.
You got to. It was just to find out that we're not that fun.
That's it.
And we were like, fine, we'll interview some real people.
Exactly.
And so we did.
Well, we probably will do more once A2theK dies now.
Of course. Got a whole year ahead. Fun to have. It's an interesting chat with Stanley, to be honest. I'd like to find more like niche ones like that, you know, where it's like
Well, we had
the inside of the business rather than like wrestlers themselves. I think it'd be also interesting.
yeah,
to
I've messaged Lady Ref Jess. But she hasn't. I think she'd be fascinating.
She's blocked it.
Probably. Yeah, we had another one for the Behind the Mask series, but we haven't applied in a while. Probably need to chase them up.
Yeah, because they were in talks, I think. I think they were asking for dates.
Yeah.
They asked for
We sent dates, and then I think.
obviously couldn't make those dates.
Instinctively swinging.
All good fun.
Headbutt right to the collarbone of Kevin Owens. Now Sammy up to the second rope. What is Sammy playing here? Is he going to go all the way up top? Sammy maybe.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck off, Logan Paul. What a dick. He's already ruining the match for me.
It's not that bad.
What? You didn't see what he did? He did that, and then he cut to Logan Paul, who went, "Ugh," at ringside. Like, why? Let's see if you see him in the back now.
Fisherman suplex. Impact. Owens just put himself
Impact, yeah.
back in the driver's seat.
A2theK, Carl. I don't think anyone's jumping off that ship.
I know.
Sandy in the opposite corner. And Kevin Owens, that hurt. You can hear that echo through the Raymond James Stadium, and Kevin Owens again.
Oh.
Nice.
Kick by Sandy Zayn. 2016 all over again. Battleground.
Must mean a lot for these two, just like being best friends forever, haven't they?
Well, they sort of come up together as well, haven't they? And now they're on the biggest stage in the world and to fight each other. pretty awesome, really.
It's mad to think that Sammy actually got called up before Owens. Like, he got brought over to WWE before Owens. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's
Because
pissed
all due
me off,
respect
this
to
guy.
Sammy, like, Owens' debut was more memorable.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
he, like, he
Massively
sits with it.
more.
I'm sorry.
No?
Straightforward match.
Very straightforward. No shenanigans whatsoever.
Not objecting to it though. I'll be honest, like if you compare it to last year versus Seth, you know, probably not as good, but it's still a really good match.
Yes.
I enjoy it.
What's he? Shouldn't have seen that. Sammy was telling the ref to go and tell Logan Paul something.
Get off his ass. Fair play to him, that was a very good match between them. Really,
Yeah, it was definitely good.
really stiff shots there.
It's the first, match I'm happy with of the night.
Yeah. And Kevin Owens' dream of jumping off a pirate ship, and that's the way to gain. Someday, yeah, someday.
Let me guess, he's gonna punch him, isn't he? Because he's a boxer now. Like Tyson all over again.
Or are they going to get this twist because KO is still there, you know? Captain Stun.
Conspire under the
Still keeping it going. Shoved him.
Please stun him.
Owens is going to stun him.
Please stun him.
Owens is going to stun him.
You annoying little prick. Stun him, stun him.
No, stun him, Owens. You'll be like the new Austin if you do it. Come on. Do it.
He's definitely gonna do it.
Shameful. Disgraceful. Sweeney's going to secure and get Logan Paul out of there.
Let's see how he takes this thunder.
You'll be so over.
Subscribe to Logan's channel just so I can unsubscribe. If the scary comments.
High five, stun.
Fair play.
Yeah, he sold that well. I mean, maybe a little bit overzealous with the flippy thing he did, but. See, that's channel and it's not
Yeah. Oh yeah. You see, I don't know. I like it, but at the same time, it does bother me that he's had to resort to just being like a Stone Cold imitator.
It's an homage. It's not an
Omos?
imitation.
What?
Homage.
Where's Omos? Fucking hell, he's got big, hasn't he? Jesus Christ.
Who?
His son.
Can't see anyone. Pepper.
Super fan. See that the guy's been like in
Oh, is that who that was?
show.
Yeah. You crying? You gonna cry?
Ow.
Oh, fucking hell. It's gonna be cringeworthy.
RVD, do you reckon? Well, Hall of Fame's, it's gonna be RVD, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
Rick Kelly says, "What's up, bro, man? What's up, bro?" That's how I have my Hall of Fame video. I got now, okay? Hey, I just want to say congratulations on being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. You think I can check out that
What
ring?
I was saying again.
Whoa! Look how big your hands are. They're like the size of my head. Whoa! You know, I bet you have a hard time finding gloves. and probably socks. You know what you should do? You should open up a giant store. You sell giant clothes, giant jewelry, giant toilets, and especially giant scooters, bro. What do you
Why
think,
has scooters
man?
become a part of this whole thing?
Nothing?
Nothing more, can't we, nobody?
I got you, bro. RVD!
We got it.
Oh, dude. He says in order to corner the market share, we're going to need some creative branding.
What's happening back
I
there?
got it right here with my RVD rolling papers. Whoa, bro. Yes. What about the Collie Trolley?
Okay, now.
Aprender llevar el esforço. Uma levar el esforço. Right on. We'll work on that. Okay. You focus on your match, bro. Good luck with Sheamus. Thank you, bro. Oh, and hey, that's from both of us. Great Khali and RVD. Thanks, bro. Bro, give me bro. I'm out. Yeah. Yeah. Good point.
I don't even. How many sells rolling papers now?
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
Hey, you remember the lines? It's a plus.
They wear its lads. What was all the shit going on in the back as well? It's like loads of fucking banner around.
Yeah,
Smell on the jack on the back.
Carly's looking officer now. Like in his last run, he was looking pretty. Wasn't he injured? Or didn't he have some sort of ongoing like knee issues or something?
Wow, yeah.
Debilitating for
He
a while.
definitely, he always used to look just so bad in the ring with his like legs too small for his fucking body.
Long-lasting antiperspirant deodorant from Old Spice. It'll hug you on slut and body slam over. After unleashed by wild
Bathroom break.
and maybe the perfect combination of man and panther. Panther. Smells like winning. You will not last one geek. Let's do this.
Right.
Luke and I are teaming in hot dog eating contest. Aye, Captain. If you're not excited, you better check your pulse. You gotta work with what you got, and we've got each other. I do it the whole time, buddy. Yeah.
You want some drink right
I wouldn't. We're back on that 8K camera stuff.
He is the A2theK Warrior, and he is as vicious as we have seen him, just like we witnessed 3 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw. This is what Sheamus thinks of Riddle's scooter. Nah, dude, you got it. You're a natural, bro. You just reset the wheels. Yeah, that's 3 months of
I assume we're going to get some ridiculous animation now for him kicking his flip-flops off. That's what we do now.
Surely not at WrestleMania.
Oh, do it? Well, this is when the production's at its highest. I wish Sheamus' old theme in it.
It's a shameful thing. No.
That one? Yeah. It's a really good impression.
That's when he was a good guy, that one. He's been a good guy in ages.
He was kind of a good guy for a few weeks with McIntyre.
That's very true. I had him to retain. What did you have?
I can't remember. I'm gonna go with Sheamus. Why not? Nah, he's probably gonna retain. Let's be honest. I'll stick with whatever I said on the prediction show, but right now I'm like, yeah, he's probably gonna retain. Ready? Ah, no, there it is. There it is.
Oh, they got pirate hats
The
on.
pirate hats. You gotta love the attention to detail.
Fucking hell. Oh, it's awful.
Why
Does it make
this?
sense though? Because they can fly high. Means high.
Sheamus, who has had some Wrestlemania moments of his own. Remember, he won the world title one year in 18 seconds.
A lot of people think Sheamus is going to win this. I'd love him to. I just can't see it. To be fair, it just feels like it's a bit out of nowhere.
I think it'd be a bit of a statement as to what the faith in Riddle is. To be honest.
How long have you had it for?
I don't feel like it's been long enough. Won it off Chelsea B, didn't it?
Was that Shelter B? Yeah, shit.
I think so.
I remember him, haven't
Yeah, the hair business had all the gold. Oh, mind you, when they had all the gold, I think it was actually the. What did he do now? That doesn't feel right.
I think he did. It was Bobby. Because they were the tag champs and Bobby was...
Sorry, yeah, because, yeah. That's crazy. I think you went off Bobby.
And now we got fucking Bobby going over Drew now.
Let it go, man.
No.
Just let it go.
Stupid fucking finish. I don't know what, I'm probably more annoyed about the Fiend, if I'm honest. Just because at
That was
least,
screwy as fuck, that.
like, I wasn't happy with the finish of the other one, but it made sense, do you know what I mean? Whereas this one just, what was that? Orton gets a clean win.
I don't even care about the win. It was the like, let's not pay anything off at all. I'm gonna let these things go, man.
No, can't.
Let it go, Carl.
Been quite happy with the stream this time, to be fair. Quite a lot of banter and chat going with people.
And then we're new to this world, so it's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think as well, whenever you do a watch along, like most people are just watching it, so
This is the
you
truth.
don't really
Like,
watch along.
it's more of a listen along. This is what we're doing this week. No podcast.
Yeah. Can't be
It's only fair because we tried to do a podcast. If we didn't do a live stream, right? We tried to do a podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
One of them's awesome, so they're not watching this shit.
Yeah.
Like, we've been so unenthusiastic anyway.
Even more than our usual scheduled program.
Schedule unenthusiasm. I've got Sheamus all theme in my head, I shouldn't have made impressions.
These words are true. Question is, what we're going to do for our next segment now that A2theK will be out of the way. We've had it quite cushy, really, because
We
we've had
have,
it all
it's
planned
all
out.
Mania themes. What's the next big pay-per-view coming up? When's the next big pay-per-view coming up?
I don't know.
We have predictions to do.
Is it Backlash next? That would make sense, but I don't think it
Isn't
is.
Money in the Bank before Backlash? Money in the Bank's in May. It's Backlash.
I thought maybe that was June.
Maybe it's two wrong way around, but one's May and one's June.
You
You've
can't
got
fuck
to
that
consider,
up
you've got to
again.
consider AEW though. Like, has AEW got a pay-per-view coming up? Yeah.
I don't know what the next one is, to be fair.
They're not heavy on the pay-per-views. They seem to
They
theme
have about 4 a year.
theme Dynamite quite a lot.
They do have a Fighter Fest, but then that's in like July.
Yeah.
Maybe they won't have it. Double or Nothing. It's like
That one's
later in
really
the
like a mushroom tattoo.
I honestly thought it was a bruise. I'm not gonna lie. I
Bruises
looked
on
at
my
it,
face is Carl.
That
That looks like a mushroom.
so he does shrooms as well as
Anything he gets hands on it. They had to lock up all the paints and that from setting up the arena.
just snorting it all. What other matches have we got left? We've got the IC title,
Yep, that's
the
that.
women's,
The women's,
and
yeah.
the main event. We've got any others?
I'm just repeating what you're saying.
Yeah, well, there's 7 matches scheduled, so we had Fiend,
Yeah.
We had women's tag. We had Kevin Owens.
Sammy.
Sammy. So then this is 4.
Right.
Yeah, 3 left.
Women, yeah.
Intercontinental women's. And
Both men are down. Riddle trying to fight back into this match. Sheamus
There you go.
realizing he's in trouble.
And honestly, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm a bit confused as to what the stipulation is going to be for the IC title, but I'll watch it. Anyone, I hope they're going to tell us at least before the match starts.
I honestly don't think they know. They might just be
Because
people
remember-
inside playing drums.
Because I feel like they did that with a Fiend match once, like it's a Firefly and Pharaoh match, and like, you know, what's the match entail. And we're not going to tell you, just watch the thing. And if we don't know the rules.
I would say this has been a decent WrestleMania, considering it's the first one where we haven't had any.
And fair play to them, you know, because they are dealing with like the unfortunate weather, and like sadly, open top stadium. Like,
Botched. Jackhammer.
sitting nearly up there with Goldberg, huh? That's dropping
That's
little.
good. That's funny. I wonder if he's actually fuming because he probably did this because obviously him and Goldberg were a bit of a rivalry anyway.
Oh yeah, he wants Goldberg.
And then he fucked it up. Maybe he's like, oh, it's not as easy as I thought.
I think as well because he probably knows he can do it.
Tombstone. Undertaker's passed on the tombstone to one.
Just gonna tease it.
Why is he so pissy?
What was that?
Riddle locked over the top rope, able to hang on, and a kick to Sheamus again. Sheamus freely.
Oh,
He's
There he
had
went.
a couple of botches here.
oh,
That was it
that
there.
was a deal. Oh, that was yeah. I thought we had that then. Yeah, he nearly went over, didn't he?
Oh shit.
Nah, Riddle's taking this. Too many near falls in Sheamus' feet. Watch that, watch. Oh, they didn't speak of the feet. Clever there, the feet.
It's the ankle himself.
It's a good slam, that, actually. Looks like you get loads of it.
Does it not like Sheamus has got like a fucking Austria flag or something on his trunk?
Intensity on the face of a Celtic warrior. But you gotta respect the fact that Riddle is still on his feet and still fighting.
No, it's just a pattern.
Oh,
This way it's like red, white, red.
Oh. It was an awkward suplex, you know. What? Did you see 6?
Yeah.
What did we go up there that quick?
I don't think you can count.
Did I just pass out to something for a sec? Because he just done the slam and I went on 6.
What did you have? 6. Yeah, I saw something before. It was that picture from the WrestleMania where Undertaker, Triple H, and I think Shawn Michaels was a special ref.
Oh, yeah,
And then 3 are all like that. And it was like, this will be the first Mania since 1988 where one of these hasn't appeared.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Like my lifetime.
Actually feels a bit weird not having taken it at Mania, you know.
Yeah.
It feels a bit like he's
Or
actually
even like a
retired
Triple
this time.
H or a Shawn or
And it'd be so easy for Triple H to be a look.
Rock.
I mean, there's still room for surprises. Still room for surprises. Now, honestly, would you be annoyed if Brian wins the main event?
I mean, I like all of them, so I don't think I'm going to be annoyed either way.
I think I said this the other day on last week's, but I really think that they're expecting the same magic and they're going to put it on Brian, and it's just not going to work.
Oh, it definitely won't. You know, it won't be the same. No chance, but
I dare say it might even get a bit. I think they're expecting to close the night out and know that yes chance, but I don't think it's going to happen.
to be fair, the main event is one where I literally just haven't got a clue. Like, at least I could have had an educated guess on the rest.
Yeah, it's I actually, the more it goes, or the more the feud went on, or the more the story went on, should I say, the more convinced I am that it's definitely not going to be Edge.
I know it's a shame that, because he's become like a bit part player in his own, return feud. Really,
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it, really?
it's 10 years to the day today since he gave his retirement speech. That's a forfeit his world title.
Wow.
So I mean, so it was so like poetically done, where it was just them two.
Unreal, man. So what, your knee pads out Sheamus, for God's sake. It's the priority right now.
What the fuck are they doing?
So,
I was about to say that's not going to work. What moves are going to do this?
what's this going to be? I'm a bit scared for her there. Wobbly. I see his leg shaking before he did it. In all fairness, reasonably well recovered that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't Sheamus, I'm worried for you. Yeah, you see his leg shaking before he even went for the top rope.
What a weird, like, audible to call. I'm going to do a diving knee strike on you. That's a shame. That would have been an absolute fucking...
Oh yeah. Is he having some issue there? Like, is he injured his knee or something?
I don't know whether he's just like selling it now, or like that's the reason why.
Yeah, you never know, do you? But
I think it's just a botch.
I wonder if he's shaking to begin with, like whether he's done himself a bit of damage. No, I was going to say, do not finish on a screwy roll. Oh! He can have that. That was a good match.
I'm so surprised by that outcome.
It's a surprising one, but well earned. That was a really good match, and Sheamus has been absolutely on point.
Oh yeah, I'm super happy for him. But that means, in my opinion, that either the IC title isn't changing hands or the main.
Yeah,
you're not going to have all three.
Yeah, that's a good point. That.
And
I really expected the IC to change.
Yeah, me too. If it doesn't change, then they've obviously got no faith in Apollo, because this is like, how many chances has he had?
Well, that's the thing, yeah. To be honest, it'd be a shame, really, because it kind of ruins his new gimmick, in a way.
Oh, shit. Bleeding everywhere. Proper spatting him in the face, didn't he?
Watch it, watch. Look at this. Oh!
Fuck.
I think someone's going to be pissed off, legit pissed off.
Yeah, he's fucking spat a tooth out or something, man. Do you see him? Bro. No, bro.
Are we gonna? Is this a transition to a more serious riddle?
No idea.
He looks pissed. Yeah, let's look at this again.
Look your mouth, man. Right in his shit. Oh, shit, no.
Oh,
brutal, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well done, Sheamus, fella.
Yeah. That was good. Okay, genuinely, probably my favourite match so far.
Yeah, same.
I really thought Riddler would be in it.
Well, the gloves are good.
Seen this?
What is this about, though? Why is he a cyclist?
He's going to be a tough biker.
But when I
She
said
misinterpreted.
hardcore biker, this isn't exactly what I had in mind.
Oh, the reflectors!
Misunderstood? Maybe you just need a Snickers.
Yeah, that was good, that.
Oh? What's this? Little briefcase he's holding. Oh,
That Bad Bunny.
it is Bad Bunny.
You did amazing at Wrestlemania, but now it's time for you to do what you do.
Oh my god. It's going to be so cringy, isn't it?
Thanks.
What's with this fucking van?
Sorry, loves a good truck. I think it's a microphone.
With a skull on it.
A very strange shaft.
Why is there a bottle of lube in there? Tour 2022.
Oh, okay. A lot of places.
Not coming to the UK, is he?
I don't think we're going to miss that one, I'm afraid. And you know how much we are like super hip and
I'm a
totally
sad bunny. Yeah, I'm saying.
You're a happy bunny.
As highly unlikely as it seems, Bad Bunny this morning, the top of the entire entertainment industry. What a match, what a performance, what a moment. Yeah, handed in the increase in the victory over Miz and Morrison WrestleMania Saturday. We have some business to take care of. I want to say thanks because you are listening to a head up.
Hang on, when did the theme change? I thought it was the weekend.
I think they've got like 3 different themes.
Ah,
Got the
we're
weekend,
doing that
got
again.
this, and they've got one by Death Rebel, which is the one that they've been using on the.
Seen the like battle sounding one.
I quite like it, to be fair.
Yeah, whatever.
It's one they've been using on like the video graphic.
Oh, the shit one. Yeah. I don't even know. Still an issue with Death Rebel because these are one of my favourite teams.
Fucking Big E, man. He needs to lose this.
I don't think he's gonna. Not anymore.
We've had a pretty shocking night, really, in terms of predictions.
Unacceptable.
I know, yeah. It's not gone well. Not gone well at all.
We both thought the Fiend. We both thought Riddle, I think. We both think Apollo. So that's to be seen.
To be seen. I might just be coming off the back of it, Jay, but I really enjoyed that Riddle Sheamus one, surprisingly so. What's your favourite now?
What to say?
Jay's asked what's your favourite match across both nights so far?
It's a fantastic question, to be fair.
Tough one to call because Rollins was a good match as well, in all fairness.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think just based on maybe the story of it alone, like the women's main event's got to be up there from yesterday.
Yeah, to be fair, it was a bang-up match though.
But like, Sheamus Riddle was excellent just then, and Owens and Sammy, even though it felt a bit flat in terms of the finish, was good as well. But I don't know, just for the whole spectacle of it all. I mean, I'd probably have to say yesterday's main event, but I'm hopeful for today's main event.
Yeah, I'm hopeful for that as well. To be fair. Yeah, it might just because I'm big on it right now, but I think it's Sheamus Riddle for me so far. You know.
It's an epic finish.
Didn't expect that finish.
How about you, Jay? What would you say? What's your favourite? What do you make of this gimmick?
I don't like. I always kind of worry with gimmicks like this because WWE tend not to do these things very well.
Normally, though, it's the reverse. Like if you look at like the likes of Kofi and stuff, it's normally he's from this place, and then all of a sudden he fades it out. But
Yeah, take your points.
for Apollo to be like, no, I speak like this, to no, I am Nigerian, and like go into that whole thing, it's like a bit of a reverse. I quite like it, to be fair.
I think there's a lot more character to him now. Because all due respect to him, he was always just a guy who can do that standard flip down, which is pretty good. Is it? What do you call the flip so I can sound more technical?
Yes, it's a moonsault, isn't it?
That's standard moonsault, isn't it? And like it's impressive, but that was kind of.
In fact, I'm lying to you. It's probably like standard shooting star because he fucking chose. Yeah, it's not even not.
But
Did fucking that fella from Lord of the Rings start doing announcing? What's his name? Sam. What's his face?
oh, Samwise.
And now please welcome one of the most iconic and legendary voices.
Isn't that the affectionate nickname I had? Phil? Yes. Well, in high school, we used to call you Phil.
Oh yeah, of course.
Good old days. You know,
Good old days.
super funny.
Block that out of my mind.
Now we're going to stop for a sing song.
Who is this? Is it Big E's new theme?
Maybe actually, because
Yeah.
looking at the. Oh, good. So he's actually getting his own theme music. I know they're making a big deal of him coming out. I'm thinking he might retain, you know.
Well, I believe there's a mad stat of people who get. What's this comment?
It's Jake answering that question. He said, thought Cesaro and Rollins would steal the show, but the main event of night one was quality. Totally agree that the Riddle and Sheamus just put on a great match. The bro pick with finish was perfect.
Absolutely epic, that wasn't
It was
it?
brilliant. Yeah, I do wonder like when the Riddle's quietly pissed off over that. That was a proper got him.
And he just literally kicked the fucking.
Solid finish that though.
And
I totally agree on the the main event of night one was quality. Can't deny it at all.
Yeah. I think for me, Cesaro Rollins was really good. I think they over relied on the whole swing thing a bit too much, like with both the airplane swing and the.
They were clearly leaning into the whole swing thing. That like it was
Yeah.
countless puns on SmackDown before it.
I'm happy that he's got his big Mania singles win though, and I just hope that he does something decent from here.
Yeah, no, he's had a good position on Mania and he's had the win. So
yeah,
it's a shame because it didn't steal the show, but it was still a good match.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I think can't top the main event yesterday though. Yeah,
the girls proper over delivered on that. It was. I think a lot of people gave it a lot of shit ahead of time, saying based on the build it doesn't deserve it and so on and so forth, but they definitely brought it.
I had no issue with the build. It was and I mentioned it when we were watching it,
Reginald.
Not even Reginald. I'm not. It was the fact that they decided to turn Sasha heel, and it didn't even need it because they both went into that kind of like faces anyway.
Yeah. You're completely right. It was so unnecessary. I guess they did it to like hype up the match and get more people interested in it.
I don't think like the classic good versus bad.
That could have worked for me as like a face versus face and like a show of respect at the end.
Yeah,
but
it was still a game. I can't hold. It was a quality match. Well, yes.
It's like an 8K entrance.
Yeah, they did it for Sheamus, I think, as well. Or was it Sheamus?
Why did they just pick that's what baffles me. Why not just do it for everyone if that's the case?
Well, I might have contradicted myself there because I was going to say they do it for. They seem to do it for SmackDown starters because it's a Fox thing. But that being said, I feel like it was Sheamus they did it for last. We don't. I don't know.
What are your thoughts on it? It's a bit.
I think you get used to it. It's a little bit.
What is this?
This is the
fucking music.
Yeah,
this is that.
You just use all that as weapons.
Yeah,
that's what it's going to be, isn't it?
What a load of shit. They've shit the bed.
Let's hold that bit of faith. Like so I've said this a few times to you now that they just keep renaming hardcore matches or no disqualification matches because like your hardcore, all that is just no disqualification. So that's all this is. Just the theme gun.
I really hope Apollo wins it though.
I don't know. Sorry, I think I might have got distracted by the chat when I was saying about the big entrance. You said there's a pattern between having the big entrance and lose.
Yeah. So I think there was something that came to light of anyone who gets get played out to the ring by another artist tends to lose.
Yeah.
So like Ronda Rousey got played out by Joan Jett.
I mean, it's not every time because I do recall
Triple H and
Undertaker. Undertaker got played out by.
Of course, yeah.
The guy, Fred West. Was it?
Oh, Ken? Okay. Fuck.
Yeah, let's just batter each other with kendo sticks.
Holy shit balls, to be fair. That's, they're not...
Okay,
yeah.
They want to put on a show. This could be a surprisingly good match, this now.
Oh, Big E just wanted to do something with a gong, you know it.
Yep. And he's going to do something with a gong.
But it's not going to make a big gong noise.
A fairly big noise.
Only when it hit the floor.
Tell you what, they're taking some shots.
Splintering across the massive body of the Intercontinental Champion. And Big E able to duck underneath momentarily.
So are you going to be like annoyed if Big E wins this?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
I think I will, yeah. I think he's a failure as an
What
IC champ.
if he earns it in this match? What if they put on a banger and he's actually really sort of puts his all into this match?
I don't
Are you gonna...
question his in-ring capability. Like, he can have some really good matches. It's more just his character development or lack thereof since he split from the New Day. And like, he's the champ, but why? Like, everything he's done just seems so weird. Yeah, like that weird promo where he was like shaking with anger. Then he was also kind of like joking around. And then he was also driving a fucking golf cart, and it's like,
I think that's been the biggest problem.
Character?
It's hard to walk away from the comic character and be suddenly so serious when you've spent, what, 5+ years easy?
Yeah.
And I'm being conservative there, might be longer, but a long time with the New Day and being that comic guy. But I don't think, if this is the start of him doing something awesome, I don't think I'd mind if he takes the win.
I have no faith that he will do anything awesome, especially based on the fact that he was there for the New Day entrance yesterday as well.
Yeah.
It's like he's still in the New Day, and unless they're going to break him up.
I sincerely hope the New Day don't rock up to this one, to be honest with you. Slightly possible. Unless, don't be wrong, if he wins and they come out and celebrate with him, I don't mind. If they're in any way involved beforehand, then I'll be a bit annoyed.
I think going back to what I was saying before with Apollo though as well, is like how many. This is his final roll of the dice, really, with all this, because he's had how many attempts already and has lost all of them. So if he loses this as well, that's it. He's done, because you can't do anything else with him. So they've just buried him with this brand new character they've made.
Yeah, and I like all this. Like I said, the best character he's had in a while.
They are bringing it, to be fair, aren't they? I don't know.
And to be fair, they didn't need to tell us properly what the stipulation was, because it's beat the shit out of each other and stuff. Match.
What are they doing here?
It's got to roll out.
Oh.
You got your nerves, hasn't he?
Good camera angle, to be fair.
You're on the edge of your seat there, Carl.
I don't know why Apollo looks like taller, like he's got lifts in his shoes or something. Like I know Big E isn't massively tall.
It might just be because he's fighting Big E.
But normally, like I think of Apollo as being like quite short, but he looks so much bigger than
I think
Big
give him an inch or two then boots to the
Hey!
What are you doing the rap song?
Yeah, it was inspired by Bad Bunny. Referee just went over to him and was like, hey! Slapping shit out of him. Big Sam.
Do you ever remember that promo we did with Punk? Back when he was Big E Langston, and it was like a Christmas one. There's a few. It was like some sort of like I don't remember what the match type was. I think they were going up against the Shield maybe, and he was like, I've got the thing of their Christmas list, and he really wants a beating from you, Big E. And he's like, oh, give it to him. Don't remember that.
I don't remember that at all.
I'll have to find that and send it.
The only things I remember from Big E prior to him being in the New Day was that time he walked out of the ring and nearly knocked AJ Lee out. Because he went like this with his arms and went, brah, and she was stuck there, and he hit her right in the throat. I mean, she was with Dolph Ziggler at the time, and he was just like, looked at Big E like, what the fuck you doing, man? He was just like, oh shit.
You'll never be Charlie Haas. That was like, that's the best one.
Poor Lillian. Hey, you would have cut the mics off
so much, yeah, exactly. It's made so much noise.
Fuck me.
He's really sticking it to him.
These kendo sticks gotta be gimmicked or something, surely. Can't be like the ones they normally use, that's just broke.
Well, they might be cleverly designed, like the slapsticks. Really make it much louder noise.
See, this is why I love what we do, because we learn new things just about... Oh.
Do you know what they are taking some bumps today?
Fuck off, Big E. Oh.
No, Big End's like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Who's this?
Dabakato, what?
And then you call it Dabba-Kato
I didn't call it part of this.
No, he's not.
Dabba-Kato's going to be his general. Oh my god.
Dabba-Kato's not 7 foot tall, is he?
No, is he far?
That's bullshit.
Yeah, but they're like 5'10" or something. So
You can't lie. You're gonna put him next to the Big Show or almost at some point, and they're gonna know that.
holy shit.
I mean, you called it, but in the wrong place. You
That's all.
said Dabba-Kato was coming up.
I mean, yeah, I thought he was going to help Shane.
Yeah,
Yes,
we always associate him with Shane. Okay, that was a shocker.
What the?
What do you think about the heel win?
I mean, yeah, but
Do you think that takes
I don't
away
know.
from Apollo winning?
Maybe a little bit because he's had to rely on this. But I don't understand how he fits in. He's not Nigerian.
I don't think you have to be. I don't think it's like a rule.
No, but everything he stands for is like, you know, a Nigerian family and heritage, and now he's got some guy who's like a
I
general.
think
but
he
he's not
stands for like a big bastard helping him win his belt. To be honest.
Like, to be fair, it would have made more sense if Dabba-Kato was with AJ and Omos was with, because I think he actually might be Nigerian.
Yes, didn't you say something about in the should have an accent? Mm.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Well done, Apollo.
And do you know what? They haven't done too much damage to Big either. You could argue he was going to get the win then.
So this makes it even more interesting now, because depending on what happens with Rhea Ripley and Asuka in this next one, if Rhea Ripley wins, I can see Roman definitely retaining.
I'm just trying to find out how much they're lying to me right now.
No, you're trying to find his height. He can't be 7 feet. Look at that. He's like.
I mean, alright,
I think
he's
6'5".
not a scary amount of weight, he's 6'9". But if I was 5'9", I wouldn't tell him I was 6 foot, is what I'm saying.
Really? Because right, Apollo's definitely got lifts in his shoes then, because he didn't look that much bigger than.
Yeah.
This is a
That was
potentially
surprising.
quite controversial thing to say, but this was seeing Vince do that yesterday. Kind of, it did get me a bit emotional because part of me thought I don't think he's going to be around much longer.
Yeah.
So I feel like when they do the whole, you know, then now forever thing in the future, I think having that one, I think that's why he's done it. He probably knows, you know what I mean? Because it was like he hasn't come out in forever and gone welcome to Wrestlemania.
I mean, to be fair, like he's took a massive back step on him. What is he now, like 78? Something like that.
He is old, yeah. It's a crazy thought that.
Sure,
like,
Carl.
it's a crazy thought to think, you know, what will the WWE be like when it needs a different name than WWE because no fucker can say it. Like I noticed yesterday when they were doing like I think it was like Hall of Fame people talking about it and stuff, and no one could say it. They were like WWE. Like no one ever says WWE. It's like a really hard thing to say. But anyway, slight sidebar. What do you think it would be like? That's a Retribution member. What do you think it would be like if Vince wasn't around? Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be Stephanie and Triple H. I don't think it'll be Shane.
I think Shane's going to be involved in it. Let's be honest, he's been around for a while now.
Did you notice when they did that opening yesterday? They had everybody on the front row who was like, you know, Vince, Triple H, Stephanie, Shane, and Roman Reigns was front and centre. And I was like,
face of the business, I mean. I think because I don't know how it'll work because it doesn't necessarily go to Shane just because of lineage. You know, there's probably a will or something somewhere, but I think Shane's going to be like some sort of CEO in some way or some sort of higher director. But I think everyone knows and everyone's got the faith in Triple H to take this and run with it. I think it's probably something they've already spoke about as well.
yeah.
I think that's why he's used NXT as his sort of proving ground for that. And a lot of people still love NXT. Like,
Yeah,
they
definitely.
want it. I think. What would you think if the product became, as a whole, more like NXT? Because NXT is different and in some ways is missing something as well.
Yeah, I don't think it ever will. Even if Triple H takes it over, I think he knows that it needs to be more catered for casual fans, especially for things like WrestleMania. Like the audience who watches this didn't watch Stand and Deliver because it's a completely different audience.
Yeah.
People go, oh, it's WrestleMania. There's going to be celebrities like fucking Logan Paul and Bad Bunny there and stuff. So it has to be a lot more for the casual fan.
Yeah, I take your points.
But at the same time, like stuff Triple H has done with NXT, especially a couple of years ago, I was a big fan of. Like I used to love NXT years and years ago. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's gone a bit shit lately, if I'm honest. So it's a bit.
I don't know if it's just like the old men's opinion, because I know a lot of people still love it. I think a lot of the storytelling doesn't draw me.
No,
I'll be honest with you.
I think as well it's maybe the roster. I'm not really that emotionally
Maybe.
invested in most of the people
I
in
think
it.
what's horrible is like, because of the way the system works, every time like people get good enough in NXT, like the big shows come on and pillage them. So it's like, right, well, we've lost Rhea Ripley, Keith Lee, Damian Priest. You know, if you even look in the last year of all the big people they've lost, it's like, okay. And
That's
yeah,
a very good point.
it's a motivator because they have to keep building new stars, but I suppose because you never get to appreciate having those big stars on the show, it's kind of weird.
I think that's fair.
Because like it feels like they never build new stars on the main roster, but when you look at NXT, they constantly build new stars and they haven't taken off them.
Like for me, like even people like Loomis on the current roster, he hasn't reached his potential yet in NXT, so it's been like a slow like burn for him.
Yeah.
But there are some people who are literally in there for a minute, aren't they?
And like Loomis didn't actually. I was expecting something bigger for Loomis at Stand and Deliver, and nothing's happened there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's a bit in limbo, isn't he? To be fair.
I think he's one of them where they're really going to struggle with what to do with him. He's got a very unique character, and it's fun in the right way. Do you know what I mean? But I think they're going to struggle long term what to do with him.
Yeah.
So
It'll be a hard translation to the main roster as well.
I think they'll eventually phase out the whole silent medicine thing. To be honest with you, because I don't think they'll ever put him in the main title picture as that character.
No.
So unless he's willing to sort of roll with it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Which is a shame for him because I think he has got, the character is great for him and he has got a lot of talent, but I don't know whether he could play a different character.
Maybe not.
He's a bit more like a silent, on the edge.
There's only so many times you can have like a silent monster, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be the trouble. He does it in his own way. Do you know what I mean? It's not like he's a Brock Lesnar type, but comes to the main roster, he's going to have to cut a promo every other week, like they expect.
Yeah.
Going to need someone to speak for him, aren't they?
And I think his character wouldn't lend well to having someone be like a voice for him unless it was like, something a bit more creepy.
Alexa.
Yeah. It's reminded me again about that first
I'm
match.
sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up. Sorry.
I'm so pissed off. So I can only assume tomorrow we are going to see the outcome of that on Raw.
Why would you set something up on Mania and pay it off on Raw?
That's what's backwards by. That's what's so annoying. You don't do that. Mania should be where all the payoffs happen.
Yeah, I found, like, not to overanalyze it all, but I found the Fiend's new mask a bit weird. Like, they really overemphasized
like proper colour pop on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's almost more cartoonish because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, they made more prominent nose and everything, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Right, so Brad's asking, who in NXT do we see having the most success on Raw or SmackDown? Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Straight out of the gates, he'll translate perfectly to the main roster now.
Yeah. The thing is with NXT, and you can say the same about AEW as well, they don't place as much emphasis on size. And while WWE isn't necessarily like Daniel Bryan's in the main event, for example, but still to some degree, to get over there, especially on like at a big kind of main event level, you have to have a level of size about you, which is why people love Adam Cole, people love Johnny Gargano, but are they going to come over to the main roster and have an impact? Not massively.
I take your points. Like they might, they'll probably go US title scene, IC title scene.
It's like Apollo.
The reason I said Karrion Kross so quickly as well is because I actually think he doesn't work on NXT. They have him in there dominating everyone.
Yeah.
And he even all right, it was a bit of back and forth, but he quite decisively won over Balor. He's going to be a tough one to take the title off anyway. It just makes sense that he goes to the roster with the bigger chaps, as it were.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do take your point. Is it like when you look at the likes of? I mean, I'm right in saying Gargano's like he sort of wants to say on NXT. Like they've had those discussions before, and him and Tommaso are both people who like
I think so.
not interested.
Yeah, I think they know or they've seen how other people have been brought up and used, and I think at least they've got more control over the character and stuff. But for me, like I don't know whether I'm the best judge of character for this because I was big on Ember Moon, I was big on Finn Balor, and both of their main roster runs arguably were flops.
Ember Moon had the main roster. What?
Only short, but yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
That must have been short.
It was short.
Finn's was shocking.
Yeah.
I felt bad for him at first, like, but then he just never got past that point.
No.
Do you have a particular opinion on it, Brad? Do you have any people you think deserve? Well, not deserve because it's kind of.
We see.
It's another show, isn't it? It's not a lower brand. It's not a developmental brand anymore.
We see. Me and Brad have this back and forth every now and again because I'm an AEW mark and Brad isn't a big fan of AEW.
Really?
He can't get over the fact that Rio managed to slam Nyla Rose once, and so he's fuming. But
I mean, that is somewhat unrealistic.
shut up! Don't give him any ammunition.
But it's kind of true. Right, I didn't realise that.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit behind, but yeah, he's definitely more NXT than AEW, whereas I think I'm the reverse. But it's a great question. To be fair, I honestly don't know. I can't think of anybody who is going to make a massive impact with today's roster, and I think that's the problem. That's why I don't, I'm not massively invested in. One big thing with Ciampa.
Yeah, he has his neck issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Right.
Although the thing with Tommaso, like the first feud's there straight away because he's had that much banter with Randy Orton on Twitter that you could just come to the main roster, just have a feud with that for a bit.
Point. Do you know who I could see being somewhat over on the main roster? Walter.
Yeah, you know what? He's getting such a.
Especially if he brings Imperium with him, he's got that kind of.
Yeah. Somebody, Hall of Famer, I think, said something about him the other day. I can't remember which one it was now. About he's going to be huge. I don't think it was Mark Henry. But someone anyway. I'm great with these fun facts.
Yeah.
Someone said something about Walter at some point,
something.
and it was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Walter would translate well. Although, would he have to come over to NXT UK first? How does that work?
Yeah, no idea.
Because like Tony Storm started out NXT UK, came to this NXT, and will probably end up on the main roster at some point. Do you know what? That's the women's side of things is the easy one, isn't it?
Yeah.
You look at the women's roster and you go, well, like, all right, like you say, Ember Moon, probably didn't go too well, but like Shotzi, even Shotzi, who we took this out of like, a couple of rumbles ago, like is legitimately a good wrestler.
Yeah, she is.
Is unique enough character-wise that she'd do well on the main roster.
What's he going to do here, Kane? Oh, okay.
He's going to burn everyone. Nice.
I don't think Shotzi will be a success on the main roster.
Really?
I can't see it. I just don't think she will. A character's too niche. She just howls at things and.
I think if she stopped the howling and didn't have the tiny tank, that's fine.
Well, yeah, stuff like that, those minor things. But yeah, I think the women's roster in NXT is quite, it's got a lot of depth to it. I don't even think Candice LeRae would be a big fit. Maybe someone like Raquel Gonzalez.
I think
even Io Shirai potentially.
I think you need to bring the likes of Raquel, but now Rhea, we don't know. Now Rhea's on the main roster though, and will probably win the title. Probably.
That we're going to find out next.
Okay, so anyone we see coming from Raw or SmackDown to NXT in the coming weeks? For example, being Balor or Shirai. I don't think we're going to see Balor back on the main roster anytime soon. I think he's going to carry on sulking for a while.
To be fair, that is another great question because both of them have just lost the belts.
Could see Io.
Yeah, because like Io has got a hell of a resume. She's beaten everybody.
She'd be a good one to rock up on SmackDown and be a good new opponent for Bella.
Well, she's beaten Banks, she's beaten Charlotte, she's beaten, she has beaten these main roster people.
And of course, you know, Charlotte's probably going to rock back up on NXT just because it's Charlotte.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, I do that because I don't watch the fucking thing properly. But no, seriously, I think
out of those two options, Brad, I'd call on Io. I'd say she'd be a really good shout, and it feels kind of likely because, as Carl says, she's just lost the belt anyway.
But then again, so's Finn. And like,
What
is
Finn
going to do?
I think Finn was clambering to get back to NXT because he wasn't happy on the main roster. I just can't see what would entice him back there.
Yeah.
The only realistic one I could see is if Brian wins tonight and Finn goes up against Brian.
Okay, like
That'd
that I would like
be
to
a
see.
good feud, yeah.
I also want to see this, and I don't know whether we have seen this, so please correct me. And Brad will probably know, he's a bit more of a historian than I am. But I would love to see.
No, in WWE they just throw Io into a team with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that happening, to be fair.
They're just,
I mean, they did that with Kairi Sane, so yeah. Yeah, I don't know whether we've seen it. I would love to see AJ versus Balor.
Yeah. You know what?
Because
Yeah, I don't. Have we ever seen that before? I don't think we have.
They're both former Bullet Club leaders.
Of course, yeah, because I think that was something WWE missed the boat on because they put the Good Brothers with AJ, which technically it did work.
I think it might have even been teased once or twice, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
The Balor Club stuff would have been better. It would have been something for Finn to do because AJ was shit out anyway. It's a single star. Would have been good for Finn. That, but.
Yeah. It's just such a shame because I loved Finn when he was like Demon Finn and stuff, and
we can't do the Demon anymore. It'd be a backstep in his career.
Yeah, but he's doing this. He's so much better, isn't it?
Put X's instead of
it's Prinix. What? You prick? You're a prick. Okay, you're a prick.
Savage. Well, no, I think in the right context, I think Finn probably could come to the main roster again, but I just don't know if he'd want to. Although he didn't seem to really want to be around on NXT at the minute either.
I think he's just checked out, and
there's so many people though, when you look at like social media and then like, oh, what a good match that was with Finn and Adam Cole or whatever actor. And I always look at it like he just doesn't seem to want to be there. Like I can't see the enthusiasm in him for some reason.
No.
Other people are seeing it, so I don't know. Maybe it's just me being shady.
Rhea Ripley gets a walkout, doesn't she, as well?
Well, so far it's not been well for these people.
Told you.
I still maintain Undertaker's came out. I feel like he's done both Fred Durst and Kid Rock, and he's won.
Oh, is he really?
I think so. Wait a minute, why is Shotzi singing? Joke, it's a joke.
Savage. So funny though.
Well, there you go. I love these fun facts from Bradley on the spot.
Let's go.
He said that they had a match in 2017, but there was no build to it. AJ was a replacement for Bray, who got ill at the last minute.
See, he's wrestling's Rain Man. This guy. Fucking knows.
Yeah, definitely Bray.
Yeah. No. Well, there you go. Fucking hell. I'm gonna have to watch it. Maybe it's available on the WWE Network.
Or Peacock. Depending on what country you're in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been edited, sorry.
Interesting though. It's mad that they just gave it away as well for nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like with a build that could be.
You can revisit that. Like, I didn't even know it happened, so.
That's it. Hopefully that's the same for many people.
And we watch it like more than most, to be fair. And I didn't know it fucking happened.
That's true. Although we said when 2017.
2017.
Yeah, probably was a bit slacking and
slightly more casual at that point, to be fair.
I thought she was going to fall off.
No, she has to do a stamp. She's putting a stamp on the WWE, you know. I know, bad jokes.
See, whenever they do something like that, it's a big thing. I always expect it to be fireworks or something, and I'm always disappointed when there isn't. What do we think then? Ripley's going to win it?
Yeah, I want to say Ripley's going to win it. Brad said that if we ask him anything from 17 to now, he might know, but otherwise he'll be clueless. That works out really well though, because Carl knows everything before that, I think. It might get a bit spotty for all of us
On
in 2016.
YouTube, the match is on YouTube.
Oh, nice. So there you go for free. Anyone who wants to watch them.
Yeah, to be fair, there was definitely a period there where I just gave up a
It
little
was
bit.
Demon Finn as well.
Oh, fuck off, seriously?
I feel like you're having us on now, to be honest. I'm going to quickly Google it. Feels too good to be true, that.
Yeah. That's like a dream match, isn't it? Given away just for nothing. Should have been bright.
What do you know? You're bloody right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
It's not often wrong, this fella, to be fair.
Like, to be honest, I just thought he might have managed.
I mean, yeah, he is a bit of a shit, so
It's legit Demon Finn as well. That's crazy. WWTLC 2017.
Wow.
Well, you know what I'll be watching, like, well, not tonight, because
Yeah.
bit much.
Well, I mean, well, technically, tonight would be in...
Tonight, yeah.
Yeah, tonight.
Yeah, that's a good point.
How is it 3:15? What is life?
Wow. What is love?
Stop it. Like, this is low-key underrated as an epic entrance theme.
Oh, yeah. I
just
just
wish-
wish. I'm glad they've not ruined his hairs.
Yeah.
And Shinsuke's, because Shinsuke's is epic as well.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well,
Well, that-
technically,
they
they
did.
haven't ruined Bobby Roode's. They've just ruined Bobby Roode.
Well, yeah, there is that. Well, they did ruin Shinsuke's for a bit,
They've
didn't
gone
they?
back to it now.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got that rapper involved in it.
Yeah.
Put lyrics to it for some fucking reason.
I just wish that they would have kept the fucking, you know...
Sounds like a Jason Voorhees kind of up there.
Yeah, look at it. Oh, it's like a star. Like a pentagram.
She's been recruited by Everton.
Maybe. That's what all the drips were, because that's...
It's all adding
And
up.
then Liv Morgan joins, because she has drips on her eyes. And then Seth Rollins, because he's the Duke of Drip.
Of course, it makes sense. She's recruited the three.
All about the drips.
Conspiracy theories.
Now, that was a random segue. You wouldn't
I
get
cannot
from
believe
anyone
I
else.
cannot believe my entire theory was just fucking ruined. The Fiend's gonna walk towards the camera and turn back into the normal Fiend. What? Why did we burn him anyway?
The thing I don't get though, I feel like the whole outcome of that match was a creative team sat in a room going, this would be good, this would be good, this would be good, this would be good. Yeah, we'll do all them things. And it's like, what? We had him walk down a fucking tunnel of fire and change from the demon, whatever, into the Fiend again. Then he popped out of a Jack in the Box. Well, hang on, he was walking down there a minute ago, but okay, he's in a Jack in the Box. Then he comes out of there, then he gets fucking loses clean, and then Alexa starts fucking raining black fucking fluids.
Slightly paraphrasing Jurassic Park, I think. Too busy asking if they could, they didn't think if they should.
Yeah. Exactly that. This is what should have happened last year.
My money's
Rhea
on
Ripley
Rhea.
should have fucking beat Charlotte.
You can't beat
I
Charlotte.
keep saying last year. Was it like it was last year that one?
Not allowed to beat Charlotte. No, I mean,
That is true. That's why. That's why she's not here today. They were like, yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna rematch that, and she's gonna beat you. Yeah.
yeah. I don't even think she even pretended to it, and she's gonna win. The fuck she is.
Yeah. Of course, a kid. By the way, anybody watching this, COVID is a serious thing. But yeah, it feels weird that she isn't actually on the show. To be fair,
I know. Yeah.
and like we give her a lot of shit because she is, you know,
Everywhere.
everywhere. But still, it feels weird. And they haven't done a Bailey segment.
Not since she spoke to those legends.
Yeah, which is all they did in night one. So I assumed that she would have done something as like a bit of a payoff. But apparently they don't pay off things in WrestleMania. And
Now it's all build, nothing else. Just have the match.
this is what pisses me off though. Asuka was fucking brilliant. Now she's just like an absolute idiot. Too busy like singing and dancing and chatting shit.
Still think Rhea Ripley for Batwoman.
Fair
I'm
play.
going to fan choice.
With an Aussie accent.
That's fine. Wasn't Ruby Rose Batwoman when she Australian?
Was she that one?
Well, she was until she changed it.
Okay. What even happened to her? She was like, she became a fucking out of nowhere, didn't she? Off Orange is the New Black.
Not to digress from wrestling, but I think it might have been like a anxiety thing. Apologies if I'm wrong, but I think she kind of got a lot of fame from Orange is the New Black, and then went on to do Batwoman. Obviously, Batwoman was a massive thing because it's like she was like, it was like that woman power thing, but I think because she was like the first like openly bisexual superhero in the DC universe and that kind of thing. So it, like, I think the sort of notoriety became too much for her, so she became a bit too famous too fast. Could be wrong, but I feel like it was anxiety as to why she left. And yeah, I've been seeing since.
Never been seen again.
Right in the aftermath.
Bloody bagger! I love it. It's just been like full in with it.
Oh shit, me down there.
Oh right, me fucking dingo!
I feel like we're both at the risk of going like Cockney.
More so me, to be honest.
Oh, we're all apples and pears. Oh shit, no.
Right, me fucking kangaroo, lad! That's what I don't get. Like, they shouldn't have. She shouldn't be like a heel character.
Why is it? There's a lot of them talking the same kind of shit. You wanted this. This is what you want.
Yeah.
Like,
didn't you want this though? Because you came out and went, I want.
She
You literally said, I want this, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, she's being very heelish, and it's like, well, why? Because she's over. People want.
Someone's got to heel.
Okay, see, that's very heelish, right?
And that's pretty
Come on, Oscar!
Pretty Aussie accent, that as well.
Come on, Oscar!
No, Australian accent.
Oh, sorry. What was I doing?
You sounded like a washerwoman from like a Cockney, like an Oliver Twist Cockney film.
Come on, Oscar!
Beyond confidence, and team where she can take out anybody, anyone, anywhere, including us.
She put like some little weird like eye makeup on. Is this also like another kind of Harley Quinn inspired get-up?
I don't know. I don't think it's Harley Quinn inspired.
So those little like eye things. It could be like Legion of Doom maybe.
But like, I don't think this is it, but I don't know the law well enough, but like, Scarlett Bordeaux the other week did like hers was like themed on The Witcher. She had a similar eye thing, but it was like full, above like one cheek as well, so I don't know.
Do you know what? Oh, I've never actually played that game.
I started playing The Witcher 3, which is...
That's the one where people sort of, well, wouldn't say The Witcher though.
Exactly, yeah. Like you don't. I've been told you don't need to play the other ones, and to be fair, the story kind of stands on its own. There's clearly a history there to the character, but the story does kind of stand on its own. But it's fucking massive. It's a massive game.
Yeah.
I did watch the series on Netflix, so it was pretty good.
He was quite a well-known actor, wasn't he? Who played it?
Superman?
Fassbender.
No,
Oh.
Superman.
Was it really?
Henry Cavill, yeah. And do you know what? He got proper into character as well. I was quite impressed with him. Although he's apparently like a huge Witcher fan, like the game. So he was looking ready for that character.
It's weird really, because I think it's a game I would like, but I think it is the fact it's, like you know me, the only game we ever ended up playing was Rocket League, because I feel like
It's a
time,
massive difference. Yeah.
no one has time.
I mean, you could probably get it for like a couple of quid, because it's not expensive anymore. So it's probably worth getting, even if you're probably not going to get to it too much. But it's a good game. It's just massive. Like I've not even scratched the surface, and I've played a good few hours of it.
Do you still find yourself playing much PlayStation?
No. I wish I would.
Have you used the VR stuff anymore?
To be honest, when I play, it tends to be VR because I really like the VR stuff, but I just don't play much at all. But you kind of like I have to play VR when the kids are asleep, because if you have a child wandering around and you can't see that child wandering around, it's not great.
It still makes me laugh all in videos of people playing VR stuff and they just forget basic, fucking like and they smash a telly or something. It's like, well, you can't be that immersed. Like, I know it's immersive. But
It is immersive. I think anything that is like cockpit based is fantastic, because then it's truly immersive. Because you know, like that's why you have people in the field sick, because you know that you're meant to be moving, but you're not.
Yeah.
So you're walking around, but you know you're not. So it kind of throws you. But if you're in like a fighter jet or something like that, proper immersive. Whereas race games are really good.
Remember that one that I tried at yours, where I was in like a shark tank? That was pretty fucking cool to film.
There's one. It was quite underrated. There was one called Briggs, where you're like operating a mech. So you're sat in the mech, you control it, and you're in like a battleground fighting with the mechs. But it was a heavily online game, and the online community. It was one of the first games out, so the online community just wasn't there. So it kind of just died.
Right.
Now the servers are off. So that's that.
This
Good
is
game.
Raymond
Good game.
James Stadium in Tampa Bay, night 2, Wrestlemania.
Anyway, that was our talk about VR.
I just realised we haven't actually checked any of the stream throughout the whole night. I don't know how many people have ever watched.
Brad's watching.
Been watching. I remember last time we had like about 14 people at one point.
Oh, nice.
Whether we can ever see these things.
See the
Trying to find out who I am. I'm still channeling Seamus.
It's a shameful thing.
Probably only been streaming for 2 hours 40 minutes or something. As well as
Probably about right. Yeah. In the grand scheme.
We've got 3 new followers.
Nice.
Can't see who's in. We had 41 views.
That's alright, isn't it?
Well, that's pretty good. We had 14 last time.
Yeah, compared to everyone.
41. That's pretty good. We've got 2 active viewers. Thank you.
Nice one, Brad.
Nice one, Brad's phone. I assume you're both.
Fucking see there.
No.
To see where I stand. You are no shine. It's a mystery, you know.
Mystery. Oh.
Boom. Nice.
On second look, they're a bit fiend.
My blooming mouth. Lost Australian accent there. You know, from now on, like forever in our podcast, she's going to be cutting you down.
I am. I'm fucking Ray Ripley, me.
I won the title, innit?
Oh. Did that go right? I feel like that didn't go right. Oh my, Michael. You forgot to say oh my.
He's probably doing what the rest of us were doing.
Was that what happened? I think it must have been. See, he's only on 5. The other fella would have been up to fucking 86 by now.
I still can't get over it, like that proper fucking my head. Like, 6! Like, whoa.
Whoa. Literally just left the ring.
Oscar giving Rhea Ripley no room to breathe.
No way near me, Ripley, when he said that. Fucking boss commentary.
Allowing frustration to seep in right now. Maintain your attack as she is.
Yeah, you keep kicking her in the face.
Here's the main streak we talked about with Oscar.
Is that a mean streak, bro?
I was like, mean streak. Rhea was literally just slap her in the head going, champ.
She's there smiling.
She kicks her back and is like, mean streak.
crowd is pretty dead for this one, which is a shame.
I mean, this is retirement. I'll be honest, I don't know how to feel about this match, so I kind of get why the crowd are a bit dead for it.
I'm going to call it now. If Asuka wins this one, then we're getting a new champ in the main event. If Ray wins this one, then we are going to get a. I think Roman will retain in the main event. What are your thoughts? I don't fucking know.
I feel like we could just get changes all around and they're just going to like, fuck it, okay.
It's possible.
Oh,
suplex here.
up top.
They're going high risk.
Let me drop. Nah, not getting that. Not getting it.
No, not with that.
Fucking lid drop.
But for how much longer, Byron? Think of all the ups and downs.
The thing is, if Rhea Ripley, I can't say her name, Rhea?
I think it's Rhea. I don't know.
All in the Rhea. Okay, I think
Rhea.
I like that. Rhea. If Rhea Ripley wins this, then I imagine it's going to be her and Charlotte next.
Rhea with a waist lock applied.
Because she was going to be in the main event, but if it wasn't for COVID,
If it wasn't for Andrade, a test, of course, we don't know any truth to that.
Just using that power to cross shoulders down.
we're only competing with Paige for a watch party.
Alright, okay.
To be fair.
Paige has different followers than we do.
Yeah. Different motivations.
Daring move by Ripley. Ripley got underneath.
Oh. Oh. What? What? Oh. They'll always be in England.
He's put it in quotations that I can reference to. Or,
Right.
thought you'd have to get you.
New champ.
I believe we did it, didn't I? Don't take me on that. Fine, fuck you.
I fucking done it, Governor! She's a new fucking championship. She gonna get the fuck up and be like, you were fucking ready for Oscar, weren't you, you fucking cunt?
From down under again! Carl's Aussie accent's on point.
I'm doing coffee this time, based on that. Can you not tell?
No.
Fuck you. Well, I'm calling it now.
You know what? It was okay.
It was fine. I felt it went a bit long for what it was.
I still think Riddle, Sheamus, match in the night so far.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
All because he kicked Riddle in the face. That's not good.
Basically, everything was shit until the final
It was
second.
okay, and then he kicked him in the face, and I was like, yeah!
No, it's good. Oh, it's over. But still, it's good. I do think the main event's going to be the show stealer. But it's whether or not.
Imagine that. 2 nights, 2 main events.
Imagine. It's almost like that's value of the main event, right?
Hey,
Doesn't always go down like that, though.
Not Bob Odenkirk.
Well, of course, he's obviously really, he's utterly well known in the WWE universe and really involved with WWE. It just makes sense.
Definitely not
that
to
we
do
have
with
an advert
show
for
it
whatever
on
this is.
Peacock or something in the future.
Yeah, definitely not to do with that. It's to do with the fact that he loves WWE.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to read it off an auto cue to know what he was promoting. Looks alright though, whatever it is.
Guns and violence and cars.
Better Call Saul.
What more could you want?
Remember when he was like the sleazy boss guy in How Long Is It? Now look at him.
I don't know.
Confident he was like one of Barney's management people, or was he? Oh no, he was Marshall's boss. Who liked the yellow. Come on, you
Getting stuff done.
I've only ever watched it once, as much as I liked it the first time. The ending made me never watch it again and forget it from my memory. So,
because he went like that.
pretty much.
Horrendous.
It's gonna be legend. Wait for it. Oh. And then a new night. Because you fucking lost the war.
No,
right.
you can't bring up wars. No one won or lost. It wasn't a war. Everyone hates everyone.
Well, you know, it's not much of a war when it's only over 700,000 people.
And they only
fucking
moved because they had to move, etc.
He's fucking lost.
Why are you showing us this again? It was horrendous the first time.
As Wrestlemania and Raymond James Stadium had their first encounter with the unholy Fiend. The Fiend was resurrected. Randy Orton could not believe the return of this man. He set on fire a number of months ago. The Fiend was out for vengeance. Wasted little time taking out Randy Orton, and the fight was on. And one of the most bizarre entities in recent WWE memory. The Fiend looked to lay waste to the Viper. Look at what happens here, Corey. No effect to the Fiend. And the mandible claw applied to Orton. It's a disheartening experience, even for a veteran as long tenured as Randy Orton, who would not be able to solve the Fiend despite over and over and over again. And just as it looked like Sister Abigail would be delivered, this happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't hurry back. I wouldn't hurry back. We're having to watch the Fiend again.
And the Viper would take advantage with a thunderous RKO. It's time now for our host,
You stopped wrestling as pirates now, so at least there's that.
Is that like in his contract that he has to dress up as different things on both nights? Like, I'm Hulk Hogan, now I'm the NWO. Hulk Hogan.
Should be, I think it will be, Brad, you know.
What's he said?
First 20 minutes of Raw should be a repeat of that Orton Fiend match. Probably what it will be. I just, I'm sorry. I've got to repeat myself again. I can't keep it like. But there's nothing else you can say. What the fuck was that? What was that?
The fans here.
I was hoping that the repeating that might be some shenanigans going on, but no. There's a reminder of what annoyed you before.
Oh, Bailey.
There we go. There's a payoff to all these fun segments we're getting.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
I've heard just about enough out of you two. Are you freaking kidding me? You're out here thanking the whole world for watching. You're out here thanking the whole Raymond James Stadium.
What is her gimmick, man?
I have no idea. I think she's like Sally Jesse Raphael.
You forgot to
You know.
thank me.
Talk show.
As a matter of fact,
She's Jerry Springer.
Oh.
Hit by Pyro.
Yeah, Pyro.
Fucking hell, this is awful.
I have been having these hosting duties, carrying it on my back these past 2 nights, and I've been having to deal with all these legends, Hall of Famers, all these idiots out here, stupid Michael Cole walking all over
What's
me.
the plan here? Is Becky just going to rock up and put her in place?
This is my time to shine
Sorry, Becky, it's the Bellas. Really?
Yay.
Oh, wow.
You don't talk, because I just said this is my time to shine. I don't know what you two twin idiots doing over here, looking like Elmo, okay?
Shit.
It's not here tonight. Bingo. Goodbye.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because not only has he gone into the Hall of Fame, they're saying, fuck you, so it's got a superstar.
What are they trying to achieve here? Just tell me.
It's the clear message that no matter how good you are, you'll never be as good as the people who...
No, I get it. I can't even say this. I'll be let's go. And I'm super wrong.
For everything. For historic SmackDown Women's title reign. Hope she's okay.
Wow, Hulk. Really? That was the big payoff?
Yes. Because we all want to see the Bellas throw Bailey down on her.
What the fuck?
Play the footage for me, please.
This is how people get frustrated. Because everyone's been speculating about the Becky return. And everyone's been expecting something like that. And then what do we get?
Everybody was so supportive of night one. They were just like, it's the best Mania I've seen since God knows when. I was like, really? It was alright. If people are proper fucking backing this one to the tilt, you've got to wonder, do you know what I mean? What's happening on the Insta-web?
Well, that's what's making me curious, you know. I'm getting things like overall pretty good.
Overall, pretty good.
Questionable ending to the Fiend, which I think is really obvious.
It's fucking nice where it was.
I have goosebumps right now.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much negativity. Just us then. Just bitter. Bitter, angry old
I
man.
mean, we are. But
And next time we come your way on pay-per-view exclusively on Peacock.
Backlash?
5 weeks from tonight, Corey, with Wrestlemania Backlash. There will certainly
Oh, Backlash
be
is next one, you're
coming
right.
off of tonight, a new start, a new season, if you will, in
The
WWE.
autumn.
Kicks things off tomorrow night, and then keep on going with Backlash. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of WrestleMania.
hate that, do you ever get that with like, if you use that swipe thing?
I don't, to be honest.
It's fucking old school, isn't it? Old school.
In a story which began at the end of January at the Royal Rumble. Brought to you by Snickers.
There's no,
Artful.
Argyle.
Over 58
Was
minutes.
he great or wrong now?
All the way for number 1.
It's the middle ground. It's either great or it's awful.
Yes, I agree.
What are the questions? So we ask the A2theK and Anthony.
Match of the night. No, we can't ask that yet. That's not fair. Brad says that he thinks night 1 was better than night 2 thus far. It's weird that, Brad, because I actually think I agree with you, but I was honestly expecting night 2 to be bigger and
Yeah,
better. Because,
same.
just because of the matches that were there.
Ahead of time, we said, "Oh, thank fuck, we were going to do night 2
Yeah.
because you look at the matches."
Yeah, as far as the card went, we thought this was going to be the better night. But I have to agree with you so far.
Yeah.
Don't walk away from this. I had this
You never know.
away
This main event could turn it all around for us.
This is all that I wanted
I do think this will be the match of the night. To be fair,
But,
9 years.
like, yeah, I think it's. I don't want to disrespect it because it was a really good match, but the fact that Riddle, Sheamus was the match of the night so far for me says a lot about the rest of the card, really.
that was a match I
It was
thought
still a
was
really
going
good
to
match.
just underwhelm. I thought it'd just be like stand with Thoroughfare and it'll just be a Riddle win. So the fact that it was Sheamus was a bit of a shock, and the good finish was also promising. But
Yeah.
I suppose Owens and Zayn was good, but it was just
It
a
was
bit.
good. It was just like I think
Yeah, it was just flat.
the
It
plan was always
just
like
over.
big spots and stuff. And
Yeah.
It wasn't that long a match, and it wasn't like he didn't get to jump off the ship and all.
Will determine who will be the Universal Champion to face Edge at WrestleMania.
Mania. It's still so weird to me, this one. Just how it all panned out. Like, why is Daniel Bryan in this match?
I don't care. It brought on a load of memes.
Did you see? Sorry, did you see Roman Reigns talk about that when he was tapped out and he was like, "No, I was just trying to send Morse code to Paul Heyman." It's like that's pretty fucking funny.
That's good. I like that. I like Brian's character being the entitled dickhead. No, he's not a heel.
That's what annoys me. Is no one in this match is a face anymore. They've booked it so bad that there's no one who's going into this.
No, Daniel's the face.
But he isn't. He's a fucking, as you just said, he's like a fucking entitled dickhead. And Adam Pearce can fuck off as well.
Do you remember when Pearce was allegedly scared of Roman? Wouldn't book stuff like that. And Kevin Owens had to really fight to get a match with Roman because Pearce wouldn't book it. Remember that?
Yeah, it was only like, it wasn't that long ago.
And now he's booking triple threats for some reason.
The man with the
purpose. Everybody needs
even when he's like fantastic as a heel, he's still fucking up by having that gold glove. I hate that gold glove.
Yeah, stupid. Like.
This is what you want to be.
DB, because you know he should go away.
DB.
DB.
E. What are you going to do for that?
Champion of choice. You're a tribal chief. In the main event of WrestleMania, I'm going to show you.
Acknowledge me. Witness me. Defeat me.
For 10 years, I dreamed of getting this back. You will put respect on my name. At WrestleMania.
I feel like they have, done him a disservice, to be honest. You see Big Show and Christian talk about how they've been treating legends of late. I mean, you think Edge has come back and straight away, he looks too old or this, that, the other.
Yeah. It pisses me off because at no point did anyone say that about Goldberg. I know he's in phenomenal shape for his age, but his move, his conditioning in the ring tells you that he's too old. And no one moans about it. Edge is ace in the ring, and he's got a great beard now. It's like, fucking hell, calm down. And he's the most justifiable heel in this, Edge. It's like, yeah, he spent 10 years trying to get back to this, and Daniel Bryan goes, I should be in the title scene.
Exactly.
Go, all right.
Based on what? Edge went the hard route. He won the fucking Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
That's what pisses me off. Why is he a heel going into this?
Again.
It makes no sense. Right, so let me Instagram about this. Fuck. Fuck off. Yes. Oh, he's come out in his cardigan.
That clearly is like his daughter's one or something? With the sleeves. Is that what's happened? I'd noticed his beard was darker.
What's he said?
The way they made Edge dye his beard is hilarious. Makes a lot of sense because it was proper grey for a bit. Well, you just assume it's a personal choice, but yeah, definitely.
So basically what's happened is Vince has gone, wow, Edge looks old, we need to put someone else in this, we're going to put Daniel Bryan in. And then he's gone, well, maybe we could just dye the beard. He's dyed it and gone, yeah, he looks alright. Ah, shit, we've already done that now, so...
Actually, that's a lot of Daniel Bryan.
Come on, Edge. It's so annoying because he should have won this as a face.
He's wearing white though. It's a good sign. Worked for Randy.
That's true.
And only a slight pet peeve that no one will care about, but I want the proper Metal Ingus back.
Oh.
This is an Alter Bridge and it doesn't.
It's not Alter Bridge. Really? That's proper. That is definitely Alter Bridge. Yeah, him and Orton's things are so similar. Hey.
That's when he's come back with in 2021. It's not Alter Bridge. I mean, don't be wrong. It's super low for some reason now because they don't like letting you hear the theme music. So
What?
maybe they've jumped back to the Alter Bridge one. But the one he's had when he come back in the Rumble and the one he's had in 2021 has been that. It lives, it breathes.
No way. The more you know. I'm shocked.
Brad saying the bench doesn't win after all that pyro. Well, as you know, WWE do not like to waste money on pyro, so you have a point there.
Yeah, you know, it's not like Bailey came out 10 minutes ago and went, "Where's my pyro?"
Yeah,
Just before she got bitch
insist
slapped by
on it and
Bellas.
ask for it, yeah.
They booing Roman. What were they booing?
We don't even know anymore. Kill jacket, bro.
People can't be booing him, like, really. Do you know what I mean? I thought he was going
Some
to get a
elements of
massive
this,
pop.
some elements of this are piped in. Bear in mind. Just a floating Roman. It's kind of terrifying, that, isn't it?
I hate the fact that they've still got that.
What?
To be honest.
It's so much better than the animated fucking dog.
Well, they normally have both.
Yeah, I think they sacked the dog off now. He's not a big dog anymore, he's the head of the table.
I'd love it if
He's
just
not even coming out now, he's
a
gonna
table and chairs.
Gonna come in from the audience, maybe. It's the old Shield days.
Can't do that with COVID, can we? Hey, Charles Robinson.
Oh, there we go. Up there. Calm down, Jay.
It's a bit over the top, wasn't
You can visit Jim walking the shops like
it?
that. Get some snacks!
I need new jeans, yo!
What does he stay still?
What is he doing?
He looks like he really needs a piss.
He has not stood still once, has he?
Oh yeah, the AK entrance.
Itching me!
Are you
It's
ready?
itching me!
Are you ready for this to be disjointed and weird the whole walk down? Because it's AK. You ready?
As long as them two fade the fuck out in the background.
You can't not see Jay now. I don't even think they know that Jimmy's around anymore. You know, I think they totally forgot about Jimmy.
It might be funny, Roman looks pissed that he's even there. He's like, shut the fuck up. Even he's annoyed by him.
Honestly, it'd be midway walk down the ramp turn around. I would not blame him.
Look at it.
Look after him.
Thought Daniel Bryan's going to start shadowboxing again for no reason.
Yeah, well, we saw that at the beginning of the night. He's been shadowboxing for 8. He's actually going to be
He's
fatigued.
fucked, yeah, he's knackered.
Oh no, there's grey in his beard. Brad, you seeing this? Roman's going to have to dye that.
Hang on, Heyman's getting the Just for Men out now.
Look at the way he looks at him.
It's a bit, he just needs to lick his lips and it's like one extra bit then, isn't it?
Awkward now together. So introducing him there.
You can't even get in the fucking ring properly. What is he on something?
Yeah. He's been hanging out with Riddle. The shrooms are kicking in.
Okay, Brad, that's a lot of pyro, to be fair.
That is a lot of pyro. So it's only Brian who never got any pyro.
Basically.
And he's going to get it at the end when he wins. That's right, that's it.
Surely not.
On this day.
There's a lot of similarity in Edge and Orton's.
Brought to you by Snickers.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is a triple threat match for the Universal Championship.
Bobby G. Hey, Bobby G.
Who?
Introducing the
Just sign.
challengers.
It's a Bobby G.
First,
He's put it down.
weighing at 241 pounds. He is the winner of the 2021 Men's Royal Rumble match.
So, what are you going to say about Brian?
Let's listen to the reactions. Okay. Pretty over.
He is an entitled prick.
Next, from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Daniel.
What are you doing? No one can resist a yes
Also
chance.
quite over.
No one can resist a good yes chance.
Accompanied by
One Roman just to flip everyone off.
That would be brilliant. He is a bit like romanticised by him, isn't he? Paul Heyman.
He loves him. Look, he's smelling the beats.
What kind of beats are they?
Look! He is! He's stopped now.
See, I think Roman's tattoo is quite cool, but the fact he's left all his armpits
You got your arm
tattooed.
Rub that away. Do you know that fella who got kicked out?
Yeah, how gutted would you be? What
It's
did
his
they
own
get?
fault for throwing a tantrum,
Yeah.
don't it?
Like what, like literally 5 minutes later it was restarted?
Didn't he pay like a hefty fee for the tickets as well?
I think he'd got tickets to both nights, and he wasn't allowed back into it.
Oh, that is devastating, isn't it? I wonder if he was allowed, like, he had the opportunity to apologise to someone and they'd be allowed back in.
Yeah, that's it. I think he was on like the ban for life.
The shit list.
The shit.
Crazy, isn't it?
When was the last time we had a triple threat match at Mania? From the main event?
Yeah, last year. I'm just gonna find out.
Was it the women's main event, wasn't it? A couple of years ago, but like before that.
Feels like it's been a while.
Oh, what? Involved already. It's not even been 2 minutes. My table! I'm the head of this table!
That one?
That's his table.
I mean, does he think he's the head of every table? Is this the table he's been talking about the whole time?
You know, imagine he just comes over to ours and a bit.
My table!
We love to.
He's not allowed Nike here. Those of you wondering, Roman's wearing his head underwear.
It's a thong. Yes. A thong. Paul Heyman is beside himself.
Still doesn't stay still. It's her again.
And now Edge turning his attention to the Universal Champion, driving
What is this camera?
What? This is hurting to watch. I'm gonna have to.
I'm like, yeah, dizzy. To be fair. Kevin Dunn, fuck off. For once.
What?
Oh, these camera angles.
Smash go, smash go, smash go, smash go.
Superimpose, superimpose. Let's just see his fucking nasal cavity.
That's the instruction back there. I want to see his nostril hair.
Yeah.
Anything else, Michael?
Sound like fucking Khaleesi up in this bitch.
He was in the bird.
Live sex celebration.
I heard him propose that with Roman, but it wasn't.
You're my tribal chief.
Oh, sorry.
So, purely conjecture for the fact that Bobby has
Surely
retained.
conjecture.
Do you think we will see Bobby and Brock eventually? And if
Bobby
so,
and
do you
Brock?
think it'll be
I think
saved
that's
until
gonna be
SummerSlam? Or even later?
I think probably even later, but I think that ultimately they'll try and pay that. Actually, maybe not later, because I don't know how long they're going to keep the title on Bobby.
Where does our boy Drew go from here? That's my question. I would love it if Drew goes to SmackDown and it's the one to topple Roman Reigns, who's the winner of this match.
He's not going to.
Think?
Oh, poor Jay.
How
Now
do
he's
you
trying
change
to
your
interfere
mind?
and shit and bounce around. I don't even know. Nah, Roman will retain. I'll stop fucking around. Roman will retain. And that's usually why there's a triple
Roman
threat.
is used to chilling on the outside while the match happens, isn't he?
Make Roman look strong.
Royal Rumble anyone?
I know, that's the worst. That's so the worst. I love that he's a good heel now, and he's definitely put the work in, but that was the worst Rumble win ever. Sit out like 80% of it.
I feel like half of this match is Edge going, do you know what? I haven't got that many matches left in me, and I want to fight both Roman and Daniel Bryan, so can we just get that out in one match, please? Well,
For Roman, who's scared that he could lose the title and not be involved in the pin, he's sure not rushing to get back in the ring, is he?
that is true.
Very impressive flurry of offense from the Rated R superstar. And Roman Reigns back up to the apron now and back in the fight. That was close for Reigns.
On this day, I feel dizzy.
Bring back Alter Bridge.
Panic in the eyes of Paul Heyman for sure. And no doubt about that, he almost lost his meal ticket. The Universal Championship. Daniel Bryan slides underneath. Roman Reigns now back.
Sneaky Bryan.
Now Daniel Bryan with an opportunity. Bryan gonna go up top.
Bryan gets all the opportunities. Have you not been watching the last few weeks? Hey, Bob. It's when they say shit like that, it makes you think Bryan's going to win this.
What's he saying?
He's done this before, this exact impossible task. Do you remember that last time that he did this? Do you remember?
Everyone, please remember. It really helps.
Remember how good that was? Hope you do.
Fucking hell, Edge.
Oh, he nearly caught the ropes there. I'll have to do a replay on that because I'm not sure he was going to make that, you know. I might have saved his ass.
Is that red tongue again?
Did you expect anything less? Not at all, because it's for the Universal Championship. To be the top dog on SmackDown. To rule WWE.
Why is everyone going to be a dog? Okay.
Edge now talking
Big dog, tough dog.
Hot dogs.
Hot
It's
dog.
hot dogs, yeah.
Just a moment to propose himself. And establish dominance again.
I assume Edge is the old dog.
Probably.
And Bryan will probably have to be the tofu dog.
The champion's locked and loaded. But for the Superman
No.
punch, Edge able to catch it. Edge now plays for his
What is that move?
The
Elevated DDT, isn't it? Really?
execution?
Now he does.
Is it like, is it just a nice thing though? Or is it Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think
it's not like a
it's a variation on any kind of DDT, but I think it's just like a lifter one.
I'm not saying he invented the move. I just don't often see like a lifted DDT like that. Do you know what I mean? Like you say, did he?
No.
Right. Sure he did.
Let's go with it. I believe it's called the Execution.
Shake in the corner like an angry dog.
Hoorah! And last titles.
Hey, Wally! That was good though. That was a good way of dodging a spear, that, to be fair. Come on, Carl, give it the super credit. Ow!
Super credit.
Shoulders collide.
Why is it a jump that match? Because now you just know Daniel Bryan's going to knock up somewhere. Just
But he doesn't do spears.
exactly. Spear versus spear.
Not anymore.
Versus LeBell lock.
He's just gonna slide in and
Oh,
just...
sorry, yes lock. Because you can't call it the LeBell lock anymore. Like, no one knows who LeBell is.
So?
So you're going to call it a yes lock. Because everyone knows goes yes. He's fought on fume.
You know that feeling.
Daniel Bryan was about a half a second away from the greatest deja vu of his life.
Mention it again. Remember that time Daniel Bryan did that time? We hope you do.
Surely they won't.
You go full Randy Orton there, Daniel.
Of the live WWE universe here in Raymond James Stadium, summoning the movement, the yes movement. And the yes hits for
To be fair, there's a lot of different snakes associated with wrestling, isn't there? The Viper, the Rattlesnake,
Jake.
Jake,
Simply the snake. All snakes.
Chosen One.
Harry the Python.
These pythons, Hulk Hogan.
Of course. Whoa, no one knows what's happening. Push the face.
I fucking hate that little ejaculate thing he does. It's so shit.
I hate anything where you're going to massively signpost what you're about to do.
Yeah.
I hate the hoorah.
It's just no need for it though, is there? Just hit him. Why go?
Because if you do that, it hurts more.
Give himself a
I'm
chance.
not even funny. If Roman Reigns come walking up to you going like this, wouldn't you be terrified?
here in WrestleMania, the stakes
It's an intimidation tactic.
Not the big dog.
Ow. Ow.
now Bryan punishing Reigns.
Fucking hell, he is stomping the shit out of him there, to be fair.
Bite
He
him.
hasn't, he was sending Morse code.
Bite him. Just bite him. Why not bite him? Did you bite him yet?
What is Heyman doing?
Grab him in his face. So Jey Uso can get involved. And he can super kick someone. What all Paul Heyman can do is stand on the edge and cry. He's not going to get in there, get in the mix, not going to distract the rest, he's not going to do a damn thing. No.
Stop him, stop him. Stop him, Edge. That's what he said.
Edge saving a matchup for himself. Ladies and gentlemen, this is WrestleMania Sunday. It is our
Oh,
main
fuck
event.
off, Snickers.
This is Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay.
Snickers, 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 Snickers. How many times?
Snickers logo bigger than WrestleMania one.
Yeah. How many
Nice.
times trying to see the fucking Snickers?
Snickers Mania.
WrestleMania Sunday, and Daniel Bryan now really is on the edge. And Bryan out there to get Edge to tap out. Will Edge tap out to Bryan? Will Bryan with the change?
Can you tap with your feet? Because he's already done it. You can.
With everything in his being. He's gonna tap.
Come on.
He's gonna tap there.
Ready for my close up?
I'm probably going to be annoyed enough to do it, you know. It's that kind of guy.
Same.
There's no way of making me happy here.
I think it's one of them, they've booked themselves into a fucking disaster again. Because who do you put over in this without upsetting someone? And in our case, you're going to upset us either way. Because I don't want to see
I
Roman
think,
lose, because Roman's been a fantastic champion. And
I think you need to keep Roman's run, actually.
yeah. And then, at the same time, The only one I think I don't want to win the most is Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Like Edge also deserves to win because of his whole like 10 years.
Yeah,
to the
actually,
day.
I'll give you that. I think I can live with either of those two.
Yeah. If it's Bryan, then it's just fucking shit, isn't it? Based on the fact he shit the bed and thought Edge wouldn't get cheered. Like
Well, we don't cheer the old people.
The thing is, you would like to think in this day and age.
What is they
You would think that they would have some kind of, you know, reactionary policy where, depending on how the crowd react, that's what we're going to do.
I believe Heyman's negotiating his contract at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, be interesting. Hopefully he does it because he's good to have around, especially for Roman. If he's not, I think Roman would manage because he's proved he can talk well as a heel. But be a shame if he left. Like
he's been a lot better for WWE than they have been to him.
yes,
Imagine if he rocked up on AEW.
I know, right?
Like, wow, that'd be an acquisition. That'd be bigger than when Bischoff showed up.
John Mox, because that's basically really shouting his name.
I mean, pretty much.
No, I don't.
No, I'm a heel now. That's what you wanted. You're still saying I suck.
Ah. He is folded in half. He probably was like, oh no. And Adelina. That was some wreckage at ringside.
Is that another member of Retribution? Wreckage and Reckoning?
Wreckage, reckoning, yeah. Sidebar. Do a Retribution still going? Did we clarify that?
I don't know the fuck.
I didn't know if because there was some suggestion that no, they booted Ali out, but they are still around. And I think Slapjack was seen still wearing his mask at Mania yesterday.
Yeah, he was on the stage, but no plans, as far as I'm aware. Made you yawn.
But I think everyone's saying Dominic to grow his hair back, so he's definitely planning on losing the main gimmick soon.
He was fantastic as Dominic Jacob.
He was more over than those
That's
Ron
not
Java, whatever his name is. T-Bar.
Edge has multiple steel chairs in hand.
He's the chair guy though, isn't he? He's the
John
chair
Spears?
man.
Intentions in mind, no doubt about it.
Concerto.
He's
Oh no.
Who would have thought the fuck could stop a chair?
And Reigns slinging it out of the ring. And now Roman Reigns looking for
There's a bit of the chair still.
Yeah. The leg is still there.
Is that a crossface?
So,
Isn't that more of a cross chin? Maybe across the face. This is what I miss. Like, when Mars crossface looked properly good.
he also locked his hands differently. Like people
He
like
would
put
do
it
it
in
like
front
that
like
and
this.
look a lot better.
Yeah, he'd be like pulling it that way, wouldn't he?
Oh wow, that was deliberate, or they just took advantage?
I mean, it must have been deliberate, surely. Otherwise, that is fantastic image.
Some kinky shit going on.
Oh, he stopped his hand.
What, you just making him bloody? Wait, how would this work? Now he can't tap. What's he gonna tap? Poor Roman.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, can we stop with the Brian headbutting people thing? Remember last time we had that?
On top of a ladder somewhere.
Well, do you remember like just before he had to retire, he went a little bit nuts on SmackDown. Headbutted into like he ended up with a bloody head and concussion.
The Goldberg, I see.
Basically, I don't like him doing that. Ceases the line.
I mean, it's been a pretty good match on it so far.
It's been a good match. I honestly, like you say, even before it, you can't call it, can you? That use of the bar, you know, I'm not sure that was deliberate.
Like, if that was called on the fly, then fair play.
In my opinion, I don't think they meant for that bit of chair to be there. You don't have to have palm weight around it, nothing to get that.
Yeah, it like fell too crisp, didn't it? It was almost like Edge was like, well, there's a bit of chair there, I'm going to put that in your face.
So you rigged enough to fall, like, you could have fell before you got in the ring with it.
Also, the question is, if someone does win it other than Roman, does someone else get pinned other than Roman?
No. Edge wins it. Is it? To attack the ref? Is that legal?
I mean, that's not legal, is it? But I suppose there's no disqualifications, technically, because...
No, they've been using weapons only, yeah. Ref's just like...
Oh, well, fuck's sake.
It was desperate, but he paid off. Edge with a crazed look on his face.
What's he getting?
Another chair.
Concerto. No. Trying again.
A pair of steel chairs for Edge.
Awkward standing and also you snatched up and everything, hasn't it? The third one? What?
Concerto, toe. Concerto.
Yeah, I'll have to have everyone in the ring, make it harder for you to touch the foot.
And a dangerous Edge is in control.
The chair's been done before it comes to that. Oh, you don't want to remind me, you can see the chairs in the corner gently being pushed further into the ring.
The cameraman is in on it. He's pushing for Edge. The conspiracy, Sami Zayn is losing his shit somewhere.
It's a smashing everything for you. Huh?
Oh my God, no.
It'll be a star.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's why there's three.
Everyone gets a chair.
Edge is over it tonight, guys.
We don't have to imagine. We know what Edge is capable of. Edge has made a career out of doing this.
Let's do it then.
I never really associated him with the concerto all that much, to be honest. Like, I know him and Christian did, like, made it a thing, but, like, I wouldn't say he made a career out of it. Yeah, good. Fuck you, Jay.
But now it's giving Roman enough time to recover.
In the crowd, what do you want, Tony?
For a spear, I reckon.
Yep, connect. And you get the pin. Brian's still twitching over there in the fire.
Brian has not moved since the concerto. Edge laid out by a spear.
He's overacting that bit.
And now Roman Reigns.
It's like a sleeping dog.
With his own brutality.
It's all going to be over soon. This worries me though, because Daniel Bryan is potentially able to get involved.
Still make a point of pin both of me. That's badass, to be fair. I fucking love that, to be honest.
Fair play. Fair play.
How do you prove your point any better than that? That's fucking good. I don't know how everyone's going to feel about that, but I fucking love that. That's a good feeling.
It was definitely different. Part of me thought that Edge should have got the pin because he was the one actually pinning. to be fair.
Yeah, I suppose shoulders down on the mat here, so it's on top of Daniel. Top of D-Ray.
Paul Heyman is obsessed.
I don't know.
I mean,
Is that the ref trying to tell him it's actually the edges?
Imagine. I am pretty happy with that, to be fair. I think he deserved to retain.
I enjoyed that match. I enjoyed the finish, to be honest. I think it was a proper good fuck you to, especially because of the amount of heat he's got over the years as well. Made a point of killing them both. Although very, very empty on the surprises front of Mania as a whole.
Yeah. Across both nights, really. Even the whole baby thing was like...
On level, it was supposed it had to be, but if you can book Hogan to come and visit, then you can get, you know, I don't know, you can get a surprise or two in there.
Yeah. It's definitely not like one of the best Manias.
No, but
I think it was...
you've got to give it due for, I suppose, being the first one back in front of an audience and still quite restricted in the weather issues as well.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Was good though. Yeah.
It was probably better than last year, I think.
Yeah, I'd give it that. Match of the night.
Probably that one, to be fair.
Yeah. I don't think it can be denied.
And then Sheamus and Riddle, definitely second.
Oh, definitely. It would have been my match of the night, but that just tipped it because it's just so much effort went into that.
Yeah, there was so much happening in that.
That spot with the bar and chair as well was pretty good.
Yeah. But fair play, Roman is the champ. Still. Said it all along. Roman is gonna win.
Closing out, mate. See, and this I'm hoping they took note of this.
Mm.
Roman's closed out Mania, main event, as the champion, as a heel, and it's worked so much better than it's ever worked.
Oh yeah.
Goddamn right he is.
Well, Anthony, that was WrestleMania.
That was WrestleMania.
This was
We are
our
all
A2theK live stream.
Oh yeah, we're streaming.
We're still live.
Yeah, kid, of course.
Oh
We
yeah,
are.
well, I'm commenting on it. No.
No.
I don't want to see it yet.
Not yet. Not like this.
Stop it. But yeah, fun show.
Overall, yeah, it wasn't too bad. I still think night one might have been better, really. To be honest, this kind of was a similar problem to last year for me, where there's one good night there between the two.
You see, people are like really big on 2-night manias because like it builds a whole suspense and there's like a couple of good matches per night.
Mm.
But I think just one mania consisting of epic matches is infinitely better, personally.
Bigger question now. Who is stood in the eye of that skull?
Seth Rollins, obviously. The
Is it
Messiah, yeah.
Okay. Right then. But yeah, overall, it was good.
It was good.
Yeah,
It was good.
It was good. It was good.
It wasn't the greatest mania ever, let's be honest.
Mm.
But there were some good matches there, I felt.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. And the first time in over 2 years, you pointed out, since A2theK have been together in person.
Because we started a podcast and then they went, actually, lost down for everybody.
That is true.
So
We started a podcast, our podcast. This is the first episode of the podcast.
that's
Together.
actually good, yeah.
So,
Because we went, we should do a podcast, and then we went, yeah, we'll definitely do that. And then literally, what, a week or so later, it's like
Pretty
full
much.
lockdown.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
yeah, perfect planning on our part.
Hey, nice to meet
Yeah, you too.
you.
COVID rules, so I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining the live stream. If
Thank you
you're
to
still
those
here,
who participated in the chat as well. Big thank you to Brad and Dave who obviously they regularly interact through Instagram as well, which is awesome.
That's it.
But no, thanks to everyone. Congratulations to our winner.
Our winner.
Rico
It was
Wrestling.
Rico Wrestling.
And
T-shirt winner. So we'll be in touch tomorrow to get all your details and get that sent over. And yeah,
and that's us for another Mania.
that was Mania. And now I will get up from my chair like an old man.
So we'll just ignore the awkward bit where we've got to get up and cancel the stream.
Ignore dirty groans.
Ignore the noises.
And we will see you on